What's up, chodes? You fucking losers.
Yeah. How's it going, everybody?
That's all right.
It's time for the Dude Cast.
It is.
That's what time it is. That's what we're doing. That's what it is.
That's right.
It's time.
App description, Dave.
It is time. We have a guest this
We
week.
have a guest.
We do.
Hello.
His
again.
name is Guest.
Mr.
His sign is guest.
Welcome back, Alec.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a while since you've been on
been
the
a while.
Dude Cast. It really has been a while, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since the last time, Alec is a newly married man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, how about that?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We all know who's next.
Yeah.
Ben.
Naturally. Yeah.
Shotgun wedding.
Like
Yeah, so you mentioned a little bit. We talked off mic a bit about you had your honeymoon,
Yeah.
had a good time, did some stuff.
Yeah.
Did some things.
I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure it was great.
Disney World.
Disney World. We went to Disney World.
Yeah.
Which actually is also where Matt Craig is right now. Matt
I
Craig
did see
is-
that.
Yeah,
It was Disney World, right? Not Disneyland. I can never remember the
It's
difference.
world, the most magical foreign-owned place in the world.
Yeah, right.
There's it's like 85% just fucking Mexicans down there.
Oh yeah, well, California too. It's like I remember when we went to the first time I was out in California. I was 17 years old, and we were traveling down to Southern Cal, and we went to McDonald's like on the way to this road trip, and it was just a McDonald's where nobody spoke English. Like the menu was in English. Fortunately, my uncle is Argentinian, so it made it a little easier for us. But like we got in there, and I'm like, yeah, I want a Big Mac value meal, and they were just
Okay.
you're right. They just didn't.
Sandwich.
Yeah. So my uncle had to order for all of us.
Quattro, motherfucker. I'm pointing to it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, down there it really does ruin some of the magic when you get the celebrities doing the intro for the ride or whatever. Like on Soarin', you got Patrick Warburton doing the intro.
Yeah.
And then they have to voice over the whole thing in fucking Spanish.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to Disney World.
Welcome to Disney World. Hey, Peter.
Please buckle your seatbelts. Please prepare and enjoy the ride.
And only Patrick Warburton can deliver that kind of,
Yeah, right.
we'll call it emphasis.
Donde está? And then he does it in Spanish, too.
No, it's just some random guy they get off the street, probably Home Depot, and be like, "Hey, just say this line," because it doesn't use any of the same emphasis or.
Many en este centavos, por favor.
Por favor.
Putana de seatbelts.
Putana de seatbelts.
You remember
Isn't that
in,
French fries and gravy?
Remember that in Airplane? The warning signs are flashing on.
Oh,
and they're
yeah,
all
that's right.
Spanish.
Well, we so we have to be a little bit expedient today.
Most magical place on earth.
Because we are doing this awesome, fun fantasy draft tonight.
Yeah, buddy, we
It's
actually have
draft day.
enough people to do it this year.
Doing
so.
fantasy hockey.
We tried to do this last year, and we just didn't get the people.
5 or
didn't
6
get it.
teams,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
half of them were our girlfriends who weren't interested.
Yeah, that's right.
It was hard. Yeah.
So this year
on
we
that
actually got
note-
it together.
On that note, thanks for joining us. So
Yeah,
we'll
all right.
see you next time.
Yep. All right.
We got a lot of drinking to do before this draft. You
That's
can't make
right.
a good decision sober.
Yeah, right. Don't want to make a season-long decision sober.
You think NHL coaches are? Hell no.
Oh, I'm going for Carey Price. He's already had like 4 concussions, so he's out of them. So he's good. You can't get any
Got
worse
all
than
those
that.
out of his system.
You can't possibly get another one.
Barry Trotz is just coming off of like a 20-year binge.
Yeah. It's like, oh, fuck, I was with the Capitals?
Oh God, what did I
Get out of here.
What did I do in my career?
I spent the entire season, the off season, in the shower, and
Why
I
am
still
I-
don't feel clean.
Why am I 68? Why do I have Alex Ovechkin's bite marks on my thigh?
Oh, trust.
So why don't we get on with this and just get right into why we're fucked?
Why is my jaw broken?
Who wants to start us off? Who's feeling especially fucked right now?
I'll start us off because I am not feeling especially fucked.
You are not feeling fucked.
For the reasons that we're talking about. It's we are at this point. It is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
We are 25 hours away from the start of hockey season.
Yeah.
As of
Hell
right
yeah.
now.
It's
Isn't the first game tomorrow?
Yeah, 7:30.
It is.
25 hours.
That's right. I don't know why I thought there were 12 hours in a day. Error to me.
Wait, there's not?
Well, technically yes, but there are also 12 hours in a night.
Nice work. We're 25 hours away from the start of hockey season.
Which happens to start with the Bruins.
Yes, it does. Bruins and your
Yeah.
Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals, who I got to be happy for like a solid week, and then I don't care anymore.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if I mentioned this on the cast. I probably didn't. But when I went to D.C., I did kind of give a nod. I kind of paid my respects.
You have to.
Yeah. It was kind of cool to see, where
The
they're
house
playing all
that Tom Wilson broke. A giant.
Yeah. Tom Wilson gets off a bus on his way in, trips on the sidewalk, breaks his fucking jaw.
Yeah, congratulations. You beat a team who is in the league for a season.
Right. I was happy to see Ovi win it, but no, it's like we're right in the thick of the best time of year if you're a man.
Yes.
It's just sports time. Major League
Sports.
Baseball is about to enter its postseason 2 days after hockey season starts. College football's in full swing. The NFL just got underway. Most importantly, the Cleveland Browns actually look like a football team.
They are playing
For the
actual
first,
football.
they're playing real, honest to God football.
Yeah.
I was stupefied.
Yeah, it's amazing.
impressive.
It
if
is-
only the officiating was as good as the Browns football.
Right, exactly.
Never thought I'd be saying
Wow,
that.
Yeah.
that's bad when the Browns are used as a higher standard.
Yeah, right. We'll take it. And they're playing real, honest football.
The city, once again, beer was used as an incentive to bribe the city of Cleveland into watching its sports teams, and there weren't any riots. So
No.
good on Cleveland fans. Also, it wasn't 10-cent beer night all over again at the Jake.
No, it's good. The Indians are going to be in the postseason, although they're playing the defending World Series champs. So
Yeah.
there's that. But yeah, no, it's going to be good. The Buckeyes beat Penn State by 1 point in a miracle.
It really was a miracle
was a-
because Penn State outplayed the fuck
Oh
out
yeah,
of them.
we got.
That was
That first half was a little rough.
it
there.
was very rough.
Yeah. And the worst call of the game, the worst call of the season so far, James Franklin on 4th and 5 hands it off for some reason. The coach for Penn State blew the last offensive play of the game. He just fucking it's 4th and 5, and he's got a quarterback who ran for almost 200 yards
Yeah, you
that
have
night.
one of the best quarterbacks
Yeah.
in college football, most versatile.
Just hands it like in the worst dumb little delayed draw. Hands
Yeah.
it off to the running back. Who gets fucking blown up. And they all just look like super defeated. It's like, oh, like all right.
And what's the word on Nick Bosa?
At least November.
Yeah, I say they think he'll be back in time for Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I,
yeah.
I think it's mostly
makes me
precautionary because they
Yeah.
said they're looking out for his NFL future. So
Absolutely.
Which he absolutely has.
Oh god,
definitely.
how much would you?
I think
love,
he's slated to go number 1 overall. They're talking about.
How much would you love to see him in Cleveland with him on one side and Myles Garrett on the other
Oh
side?
my god, that'd be pretty fucking great. Honestly,
I'm getting a football boner just thinking about it. No, but I'm feeling particularly not fucked. We're gonna do this fantasy draft. We actually have enough people to do it this time.
Yeah.
Everybody's really into it. It's a $120 prize if you win. Cool.
pretty great.
Yeah. So I'm excited. It's it's good. It's good. So
Yeah.
Well, let's go next to me.
Naturally.
I want to. I'm not feeling fucked either, but I have a different reason. I'm actually feeling kind of optimistic. So I mentioned briefly this was weekend was Matt Craig's wedding, which was a good time. It was kind of stressful because there's certain like best man type things that kind of stress you out, right? I mean, like it's like you have a job, right?
yeah, like my best man threw out the ring.
that was the best part.
Hold on, wait. Throughout,
He literally threw it in the garbage. His mom had to bring it to us.
no.
Yeah.
No.
We're on our way to get the pictures taken, and then it was like quiet in the car, and then you were just like, "Hey, did you bring the ring?"
Then, motherfucker.
Fuck.
Unbelievable.
It's pretty awesome.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so like
Holy
there's
jumping.
there's a lot of stress involved in all that, but like the thing is, it was a really good time. But the thing that I think the reason I feel particularly not fucked is I feel like I wore clothes that actually fit me for the first time maybe in 12 years.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You buy a new suit for the occasion?
So the dress code for the wedding for all the groomsmen was white shirt, brown vest. They had picked out the vest, so that was the only part that was actually standardized. Everything else, you just had to kind of cobble together your own version.
So you're coming dressed as Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, right. I'm your secondhand news.
So it was white shirt, brown vest, brown pants, brown belt, brown shoes, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Mine also, I had, because Matt gave me as a gift for being his best man, a gold pocket watch.
Nice.
Which I was able to clip to the belt or the button of the vest and then kind of run the chain in that neat little loop and then tuck in the vest pocket.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
I have never been so happy.
Yeah. You're one of those people who actually looks good in a brown suit, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah,
Most people don't.
I have a picture I'll show you later. It's like the only one we have so far.
It takes a certain kind of like a patient and scholarly demeanor to kind of pull off.
exactly.
Did you wear a black belt?
Nope. Brown
Good-
belt.
good
Brown
boy.
belt.
Yeah, brown belt, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was, oh my God, it was like I haven't felt that comfortable in a while, which is really the thing. It's like the vest fit
Same
just
with
up to the-
tweed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what about with tweed?
Same with tweed suits. It takes the same kind of demeanor.
Yeah.
You gotta look like you're a professor kind of.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Gotta have the
It does.
patches
It
on the
takes
elbow.
it
Yeah.
takes that up. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
The bigger the patches, the more scholarly you are.
But yeah, no, it was like that was the first time in a long time I was wearing something that actually fit.
Good.
And it was fucking great.
Yeah, it feels great, right?
And the
Yeah.
pants have that thing on the inside. It's like a little strip that keeps your shirt from untucking itself constantly.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
That's the
Which
dream.
for like a fat guy is awesome.
That's the dream, dude.
yeah, it holds the shirt.
They really
in.
just need to make like dress shirts as onesies that just
Yeah,
snap
right.
in the crotch.
Yeah.
Pull your pants up and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a long tail in the back. You slide it under your crotch and clip it in the front.
Yeah, right?
Like fucking Oshkosh brand dress shirts.
Honestly, I'd buy one. I would absolutely buy one.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, no, that's it. I just I felt really comfortable. I am still kind of riding on that good feeling of it's nice.
Good.
It's nice to be somewhere and not feel like a completely like a complete train wreck. So
Yeah.
Something that would just make that even better is a strap that connects the bottom of your boxers to the top of your socks. So your boxers don't ride up and your socks don't drop
Oh,
down.
nice. You could call them soxers.
Like $1 million idea right
Like
now.
women have the what do they call those things?
yeah, the thing,
Women have them for their hose.
Why am I drawing
like
a
the
blank?
girdle thing.
No, it's
Yeah. But the-
garter.
Garter thing.
Garter.
That's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
The strap that
goes on your legs.
up from the hose and connects to like your waist.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You know what I'm
Is it
talking
a
about?
chastity belt?
Some sort of medieval
The
device.
garter goes on your leg.
No.
Yeah.
It's like I suspect it's mainly for lingerie.
Well, that's coming off.
But like
in
Yeah.
5 minutes anyway.
no, I don't know. It's a
I
strap.
know what you're talking about, the strap between the panties and the corset. Yeah.
Not the cord. Never mind. It's on the thigh. It's on
I
the
feel
thigh.
like we need some Google search images here.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
could benefit from a good Googling.
Turn safe search off.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
different.
let's all see what it is.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, no. Anyway, that's it. I felt good about it. I still feel good about it.
That's it.
Let's go next to Alec.
That's it.
We're fucked because people can't fucking drive still.
God, this is like the most common three dudes topic. People can't drive.
well because they can't.
Well, I spend an hour and a half a fucking day on the freeway, and
Yep.
goddamn, people just piss me off. So that's an
Yeah.
hour and a half a day. I'm just furious at people.
76 is a special animal, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's a melting pot of every asshole out there.
I think what it really is that it's like it's so many people's like it's this very uninterrupted long commute where people stop paying attention.
Right,
Like it's
right.
definitely a commute route more than anything.
Oh yeah, and it connects so many different communities and so many different kind of. You get city, you get rural. So I mean, you just get every
Pennsylvanians.
yeah, so many Pennsylvanians.
Pennsylvania drivers.
Oh god.
Shout out to anybody in Pennsylvania who's listening to this.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, if you got an inspection sticker on your windshield, you can go fuck yourself.
See, I find Pennsylvania to be all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, in
Get the fuck out of
Pennsylvania.
your own house.
All right, I'll see you guys. I find Pennsylvania to be all right. I found DC to be weirdly aggressive.
Oh, yeah, you have to
DC are the worst drivers I've ever seen, and this is someone who's been to New York, half a dozen times.
Yeah, right.
New York's not that bad.
No, it's because
I think
probably
did
because I've
you
never
drive in
driven
New
to New
York?
York.
Yeah. New
No.
York State, not New York City.
Oh yeah, see, New York City. I can imagine driving in Los Angeles would be just fucking murder.
Driving in New York State is very pleasant. Driving in New York City, I'd imagine, would probably be hell. But it just seems to be like everyone just kind of accepts that it's bad and just kind of honks as a matter of course. Like they're not actually mad. They're just kind of honking, because.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. New York's got a good flow going. But it helps to avoid it and just take public transit because it's cheap as fuck.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Washington D.C. has the most aggressive drivers I've ever seen.
That was my experience.
It's ridiculous.
I did the thing, where it's like, okay, someone's not leaving you a lot of room, but you got to merge in anyway, and they're not like gaining on you either. So it's like you have room to sandwich yourself in there, and I did that.
Give them the wave.
I'm just kind of like this,
Hey.
and I come over.
See, New York, the wave is like this.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, the state bird.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, I did that in DC, and it's not like they were coming closer or like accelerating quick up to me. That they were just there, and then I just neatly snuck in, and then they were laying on their horn at me.
Give them the
It's like
finger.
Yeah.
I had my signal on for like 10 seconds. Like
Well,
this is
that's when it's a convenient time to check your brakes.
Yeah.
yeah, right. How's the brakes doing?
Yeah.
I just,
Oh, look at
I
that.
just merge in and give people the finger as I'm anticipating them honking their horn.
Yeah, like,
I'm just gonna change my taillights to big flashing middle fingers. As it's flashing, there's just bah,
Yeah.
bah, bah, so they know.
I'm gonna get you guys before you get me. Well, so then Ben, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we were done with traffic or not.
We're never done.
We're never done with traffic. Even though Steve Winwood's dead, traffic is still around in my heart. Dear Mr. Fantasy. Sorry.
Play me a tune. I don't feel especially fucked, even though I have every reason to be.
Yeah.
I have every reason to feel fucked. I don't have a lot of money. That's gonna change. I'm gonna start doing a little more work from home as I'm looking for a job. But I want to kind of add to the general. Sorry, I want to kind
The
of
sound of beer reaching.
In our defense, it was a very far 2-foot stretch.
I kind of feel like I'm sharing in this general sense of dude optimism in that
General sense of dude optimism.
I feel I don't know the trajectory that Aubrey and I are on right now is an extraordinarily positive one.
Yeah, good stuff is happening for you guys right now.
Without going into too much detail about her situation, she got some good news from her health insurance. Some very, very, very good news. She got some good news in terms of back pay in regards to disability. And meanwhile, I'm Conti A plus certified, and I feel pretty optimistic about the job search. There's not many entry level IT jobs around here, but I know who to talk to. I know a couple people to talk to, and I'm gonna get it sorted. I feel like the trajectory for both of us is on a good upward course, and so I can't help but feel optimistic. Even though, again, like I said, I ain't got a whole lot of money right now.
I'm so nervous.
There's more things. There's more things to like even if you're in a particular bind right now.
Yeah,
Looking forward, everything is looking good, and like that's a reason to not feel fucked. Is like
for sure.
feeling fucked has a lot to do with the future. It's
Yeah.
not really, especially a present state. It's like an ongoing state.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't foresee traffic getting any better.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and
it's-
that's true.
That's why I feel fucked with that.
yeah.
The paradox of traffic is that we all hate it, but we're all also part of it.
We are.
Yeah.
We're not in traffic. We are the traffic.
We are traffic. All of us.
All of us collectively.
We are traffic. Wow.
Morty.
Morty.
So I don't know. I don't feel particularly fucked because I know that, you know, it's the start of the month. I'm not starting out with much money. That's kind of par for the course. He wants a taco.
Oh. I'm like, what are you waving at me? I don't know boat signaling. Like, I don't know what this is.
Taco, starboard now.
Yeah.
Number 1, deploy the photon tacos. Yeah, so honestly, I don't feel especially fucked. It helps too that recently Abra and I set some time aside to just clean up the entire apartment.
That is a really good idea.
It's a psychologically beneficial thing.
It feels so good when you do it.
It does.
And then shortly after that, I decided, you know what, I should clean up my computer. I went to run a defrag only to find out that Windows 10 automatically defrags, so that's nice. It's probably defragging right now because it tries to do it once a week.
Okay. I haven't done a defrag in so long because it doesn't really matter until you fill it up.
That's what she
Yeah.
Like, basically, until you fill the hard drive and then delete stuff and then add more stuff, there's no fragmentation issue, right?
Well, even when you like delete stuff, you know, because
Yeah.
then you can put like what you have into like closer contiguous physical segments.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did some stuff with my computer. We cleaned up our apartment. So I feel like psychologically I'm in a bit of a better place at the moment. I mean, alcohol helps too, of course. But,
Yeah.
Alcohol helps.
That's how I got through my early 20s.
Motto.
right. The cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Amen.
Yeah.
Traffic is much better when you're drunk.
Sure is, buddy.
Yeah, you don't mind it
Sure
at all.
In fact, they make a huge effort to just get out of your way.
They really do.
No, we did the same thing. I should say she's really like doing most of the cleaning because she's insanely anal, and
All right.
all right. So, but like the apartment's a little bit more picked up now, and I was able to get some of the laundry out of the way before you guys came over the other night. We watched Blade Runner, which was fucking awesome.
It was
I
so
love
good.
that movie. I love that movie.
Well, the new one though.
Yeah.
We watched the, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he
super-
he texted me about it. He texted up the group chat about it.
Right. Yeah.
so
yeah.
fucking good.
Right. Really, really good.
But yeah, I got a little bit of picked up. We got decorated for Halloween yesterday, so
Nice.
our apartment's Halloweenied.
Halloween you need.
Hello, Wonkled.
It helps add to your general well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even before the first of the month, Aubrey was putting up Halloween stuff because I mean, it's spooky time. It's the best holiday.
Yeah.
Spooky time.
Right at July 5th, that's when you can start with Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
But Christmas better not fucking come up till after Thanksgiving.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
My tree is still up.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo.
I actually can't wait for Christmas time.
Yeah,
I'm actually really
I
excited
can't wait
about
for New Year's time.
it. It gets closer and closer.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I fell
yeah,
asleep
we're
on
gonna-
your couch last night. Or last night.
You fell asleep on my couch last night?
Last year. I fell asleep on your couch. I was trying to play a game and I think I went to stand up and then I just fell over on the couch and closed my eyes.
The best part of that was the conversation we had right before, like when we were upstairs, and you're like, "Listen, I think maybe one more drink, maybe, and then that's it." And I'm like, "You know what? You're probably good."
I was like, no. I was like, the thing is, I know where my line is. And the thing is, like, what I should do is I should have one more drink and then I'm done. Because that's the end of it. Because if I go any farther than one more, then I'm not going to be here.
I'm not going to be responsible for my actions.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
anywho.
looking forward to that. But yeah, in the interest of moving this podcast forward, because we have lots of important things to do tonight, why
Yes.
don't we take ourselves a little break,
Little break.
and we will come back with Would You Rather in the main segment.
Smoking and drinking.
Not that anymore.
Smoking and drinking. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Joke
Would you
of the
rather
week.
smoke or drink? All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Joke of the week. Knock, knock. Who's there? Smoking, drinking. Hey guys, you've been listening to and enjoying the Three Dude Cast.
We hope you've been enjoying it anyway, but if you have, mash that like button.
Yeah, smash that fucking like button.
It looks like a heart on SoundCloud, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And if you really want to hear more of our stuff,
You can subscribe to us.
Yeah, or rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
And we're everywhere. SoundCloud, everywhere.
we're
Yeah.
always with you.
Always.
And we're back.
Hey.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are back.
I'm front.
I'm really trying to contain my rage and my busted
I
vape.
said we can just go
I
get
know.
one. We can literally all just stop doing this.
we
and
could
go get
do
one.
we could do that.
It's not.
You know we
not
could
a
have
big
been
deal.
there by now.
Yeah, right. We could have just been at the place.
I'm just gonna set it down, and I'm gonna wait until the end of the cast to try it again.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
But anyway, since I'm hosting this this week, it is time for
Another taco.
time for yet another taco. It is time for Would You Rather?
No.
Yeah, the answer is no. I would not.
Dan rather.
Like,
Ed, would you rather?
so all right, here we go.
Elijah, would you?
You guys ready to play Would You Rather?
Yes.
Elijah, would you, Dan rather?
Jeremy irons while Ben folds and Tom waits.
So here's your options. All right, here's number one. Number one is
This is going to be horrible, isn't it?
number one. Your fingers are hot dogs. They're vulnerable like hot dogs, and they feel pain like your fingers would. They look and smell like hot dogs.
There's no winning there. It's just he learned his lesson because there's no advantage to any of these.
Nope.
No.
That's just it. That's just hot dog fingers. Actual hot dog.
Jesus.
No bones either, so they just
Oh,
kind
they
of
just
wiggle around.
wiggle?
Yeah.
I can't play the guitar.
No.
I can't finger fuck my wife.
Well, unless you want to do it with a hot dog.
No,
What?
no,
No.
What?
She's not going to let me do that.
No, probably not. Option two.
Ballpark Deluxe.
Option two.
Get over here, Oscar Mayer.
The second option is you have to share your bed with Carrot Top. He doesn't get weird or sexual with you, and he doesn't say anything even, but he always sleeps naked next to you, and he watches you sleep with that intense stare of his.
Oh,
Yeah.
My hot dog
Our
fingers.
props involved.
What's that?
Are props involved in any way, shape, or form?
Nope, just naked Carrot Top. He's real quiet. He just watches you. Yeah, he's got that intense thing with his eyes now.
So it's just like sleeping next to a buff orphan Annie.
yeah, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Carrot Top's like all roided up now and
Yeah,
everything.
right. He's like real muscly and weird, and he's always naked in bed next to you.
Now my hot dog fingers have nerves.
Yes, they feel pain. They're like they can sense things, but otherwise they're basically hot dogs.
can I still drive?
Can you still drive?
Yeah, with my hot dog fingers.
Well, I mean, if you want to use your palm on the steering wheel, yeah, but you can't articulate your hot dog fingers.
I'm sure they can adapt hand controls to suit hot dogs.
Yeah, they can probably.
Yeah. We put a man on the moon, for Christ's sake. We can let hot dog-handed Americans drive.
Yeah, a joystick. You got both palms on the joystick, and
Yeah.
you drive that way.
I mean, you have access to your palms. You just don't have articulated fingers.
Right.
Again, they smell like hot dogs too. They're gross.
Cooked hot dogs or raw hot dogs?
They're just raw hot dogs.
What size bed?
It's big enough for you. It's big enough for you and your wife, and also Carrot Top.
It's like a California king.
No,
It might be a little wider than California King.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's spacious enough.
But more or less, it's not like you're right up against Carrot Top, but he's
You just know he's
on
there?
you. Yeah, he's on you. He's not that far away.
Only at night.
Only when you go to bed. He doesn't leave the bed.
Okay,
He's just part of the bed now.
So I can't. Well, okay, if I want to have sex in my bed,
Yeah. Carrot Top's there.
Yeah, you just have a permanent redheaded
And he
audience.
watches. Is it because he looks at you the whole time?
does he jerk off or does he just watch?
No, he doesn't get
nothing.
weird.
Is
Doesn't
it-
get sexual.
Is it any bed I sleep in? Like if I go to a
Yes.
hotel?
Yeah, if you go out of town, Carrot Top shows up right around bedtime, gets naked, lays down.
I feel like, honestly,
I have to look at Carrot Top's dick. Is what you're doing?
I can't,
Oh, you're gonna see it.
I can't get rid of a parasitic Carrot Top
Yeah.
But eventually, if my hot dog fingers do get lost, let's say I shake it a little too hard and it breaks in half.
Yeah.
Or like
You meet any wild dog ever,
A fucking-
or any
yeah.
domesticated dog ever.
a dog comes up and eats some.
Yeah.
That opens the way for prosthetic surgery, right? Because now I don't have hot dog
No,
fingers
you can
anymore.
only get prosthetic
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Exactly. When they put them back on, they're hot dogs.
Oh no!
So like it's gonna hurt like hell if a dog eats my fingers.
Yes,
Yeah, it's gonna feel like a dog's eating your finger.
Man,
Exactly.
there is no winning here, is there?
Well, you could always, you could protect them. You could have like mitts around your hot dog fingers or something.
Okay, hot dog mitts.
Yeah, you could put them in like some oven mitts, but then you always have oven mitts on.
Yeah.
That's slightly less weird than Carrot Top's dick.
But you only get Carrot Top's dick at night.
That's true.
You have hot dog mitts all the time.
Yeah, but if I ever need to like go into the bedroom for stuff,
Yeah.
Carrot Top's gonna be there.
Oh, he's there.
or is it only
there.
when you sleep?
Well, he's still there. I mean, he's always in your bed.
Okay.
And then if you go to another bed, he knows. He like anticipates your every move.
no way to get rid of him.
No,
None.
Carrot
For the rest
Top
of
is
my life.
always there.
What if I sleep on the couch?
Carrot Top crawls up on the couch with you.
Ooh.
He's gonna be there. You can't win.
On the couch or on the love seat?
He will if you choose to sleep on a space too small for you and Carrot Top. That's your problem. He will get on top of you, but he won't be sexual about it. He's just there.
He's not weird about it. It's just
Does he say anything?
Nope, dead silent. Just stares at you with those big crazy Carrot Top eyes.
It's definitely going to be for me. I think I'm going with
Exactly.
Carrot Top, man.
I'm leaning towards Carrot Top,
Going
honestly.
with Carrot Top.
I'm going with hot dog fingers. I think this is a hard choice, but I'm going hot dog fingers.
Okay,
I think
explain your rationale here.
I would rather I have a hard time sleeping as it is. I don't need any help not falling asleep.
yeah, because
You know what
remember,
I mean?
you wake up in the middle of the night, you look over, Carrot Top's wide awake. He's
Right.
looking at you.
Okay, but you have a cat or a dog or anything, you're just going to wake up in the middle of the night to them chomping on your fingers.
That's
a
true.
good
That's
point.
true.
Yeah.
That's why I'll just not have a dog. Sorry, honey.
Again, you could wrap up them mitts on those.
I mean, your
those hot
screen
dog
door
fingers.
obviously doesn't close, so the
That's
neighbor's
right.
cat.
Right. That's right. Yeah, screen door's gone now.
The other thing is like the way that your hands sweat, your hot dog fingers will sweat hot dog water.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Chocolate starfish.
The hot dog flavored hot dog.
Yeah. All right, so you're going.
I'm going hot dog fingers. I
You
think
guys are
I'm-
both going Carrot
No
Top.
Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think I got
Yeah, gonna be honest.
What are you going with?
I think I'm going hot dog fingers.
No.
I think I'm going hot dog fingers.
Interesting. I split right down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, and the real reason being just that I can't look at that fucking guy.
yeah,
for the
I
rest
can't
of my
either.
life.
He's so hideous.
He's
You,
so
you don't
scary.
have to sleep with your back to him.
It's true, but
But I know he's
there.
watching. I know he's there.
He's in my mind's eye, even when he's not in my vision.
doing that scrunchy face thing.
Right, that like crazy, the one from his Wikipedia.
Yeah, he looks like a wombat.
Like the corners of his eyebrows are
Like an ugly, unfuckable wombat.
It's like Donald Trump if he was a Vulcan.
All right, well that's it. That's it for Would You Rather. I think we all made the right call for
I
us.
think we learned a lot about each other.
I think we did. So I want to shift gears here and talk our main segment here. I gave this a little bit of thought, and it's been a while. It's
been a while.
It's been a while since we did an episode like this, sort of. But I just
Want to play strip poker?
I just want to talk about meat.
Oh,
Meat.
Just
Meat is one of the things.
Yes.
Meat makes the
Oh,
fucking
man.
world go round.
Good
We've
choice.
talked food on
It
this
does.
show before. We've never done a dedicated meat episode. And by God, if food isn't all about meat, then what is it?
Has anyone tasted human meat?
No.
I mean, I've tasted my own blood. I
mean, I've chewed
and a
my
couple
own
other
hair.
people's blood.
Yeah, we've
Quite coppery.
yeah, I'm sure you've tasted
Somebody
one
else's
No.
fingers.
I
Have you?
No, I have not. What I hear, believe it or not, is it tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
Really?
And like that's not like because they say that in the
people say
cartoons,
frog
like yeah,
tastes like
yeah,
chicken.
it tastes
Yeah.
like chicken.
Frog does not taste like chicken. I don't know who said that.
It sounds like people who are saying this have never had actual
Yeah,
chicken.
right. Yeah, frogs. I've had frog legs. They do not taste like chicken.
But no, human meat is apparently like relatively lean and stringy, kind of like chicken meat.
Gamey. Yeah.
Yeah, gamey.
Well, not mine. I don't think mine would be very lean.
No, yeah, I'm sure it depends on the
have a
human.
nice marble, I would assume.
It's tough from what I hear. Like it's really tough.
Sure.
I feel like it would taste the most like pork. Like, don't you think people are the most similar to pigs of all the animal things?
Yeah,
Possibly.
I'd almost feel like we'd be more red
we're
meat.
red
than white
meat.
Get me
we're
naked
red
and
meat,
drop me
though.
in a bunch of barnyard animals. I look like the pig.
That's a Bill the Butcher line. Isn't it? The closest thing in nature to the flesh of a human is the flesh of a pig.
Which is true. Like the organs, cats too. They are surprisingly similar. Our organs are laid out in the same places.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like as far as like actual meat, our meat is red meat, I believe. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Attack on Titan. I know the big guy.
But I'm just thinking. I don't know why. I just wanted to talk about meat. I want to talk about bacon. I want to talk about doing ribs. We've been talking about doing a steak cook-off here
I'm
forever.
all
We
about
never
that.
did it.
A burger cook-off.
Burger
We've
cook-off.
been wanting to
Oh,
do.
that's right,
Yeah.
the burger thing.
We
Yeah,
probably just not. We just generalize just a cook-off.
yeah, right.
Just anyone cook whatever the fuck you want.
yeah,
I just want to talk
All about
about
that
meat
life.
and your favorite meat. What's your favorite meats you ever had? What's the best steak you ever had? What's the best breakfast you ever had?
My favorite meat is a tough question.
Yeah.
I feel like the answer is probably ham, but I also feel like
It's very mood dependent.
yeah,
I
feel
can't commit to one meat.
roast beef is also way up there.
steak.
But then,
hands
but then
down.
you're also talking about like preparations of cuts from the same animal, and
I find butchery fascinating.
Yeah,
How
right.
how these guys not only.
Yeah.
and the cool thing about being a butcher is that not only do those guys have to know how to slaughter the animal, they have to know how to cook it.
Yeah,
when
right.
People ask, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be
You
like a
gotta
complete
be on
expert.
it, right? Yeah, and they are. It's amazing.
That's true. The folks over at the meeting place, it's like if I tell them a thing I'm interested in doing, they'll
yeah.
tell me what I want and how I want to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but butchers are very, very, and it's a shame because we don't. It's a dying art form.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
everyone gets their meat from grocery stores
Yeah,
now,
right,
and
right.
supermarkets.
Yep.
Well, it used to be. I mean, it used to be like a thing that you could really do. Like a lot of people did it, and it was like a good like living. And
Yeah.
then that just fell apart.
yeah, it's like the median. I looked it up one time because I thought about it.
I feel like the butchers got like union busted or something
Yeah,
like
it's,
that.
thanks, Reagan. It's it's like 31 grand is like the average butcher salary. Yeah, which is like what I make.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like,
Shit.
Like,
yeah.
am I going to be wrist deep in blood all the time?
yeah,
for
right.
that?
Actually, I would totally, I would totally be wrist deep in blood.
Well, it's because of the average consumer. Are you gonna spend like $5 or $6 more on the same kind of steak that you could get at Walmart, even if it is lower quality, and even if you are putting, someone who's had a shop for generations out of business.
Sure. I tell you this: if I'm cooking a steak, I go to the butcher shop.
Yeah.
I don't buy. I don't buy a cut of meat. I don't buy a cut of steak at the supermarket. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't either anymore.
you have to. If you're gonna do it right, because those guys know how to do it. I can tell them specifically what I would like.
I mean, the tough thing is, the average consumer can't always afford to do that.
Sure.
It's,
I can't always afford to do it either, but
It's a sad
All
state
them
of affairs, but
priorities.
yeah.
right.
The electric bill's still going to be in there. Next
Yeah,
month,
right.
But I want a steak.
Yeah, you're damn right.
I don't know. What do you think the best steak you ever had was? What was your favorite? I mean, can you remember like the best steak you ever had?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can. It was in California. The first time I went, it was at this little Italian place that had been there for many, 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 many years.
Okay.
And the head waiter was our waiter, and he had been the waiter there since the restaurant opened. And I got this steak. It was this ribeye, which is like, if you're not gonna go fillet, you got to go ribeye, because ribeye is like the Cadillac of steak. It's like and it was like a tomahawk ribeye with the bone in. Oh my god! It was like an inch and a half thick, like this monster, like 14-ounce cut ribeye.
yeah.
And it was just, I mean, it was just perfect. I mean, it was, I can't describe it. It was like butter in your mouth. It just melted.
Yeah.
And I had a portobello cap, and like normally people will put like when they serve the steak, they'll put the portobello cap on top. Not these guys. They sliced it thinly and they layered it next to the steak as like an accent. So
Classic.
the portobello didn't, they weren't playing off. The flavors were playing directly off of each other. You got the flavor of the steak, and then you get the flavor of the portobello on two separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can get the juice from the portobello seeping onto the steak, and I mean, it was just like, you guys know, right? You take a bite of a really well cooked steak and you just close your
know.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just go,
It's like that texture is unlike
Yeah.
any other thing that a human being can experience.
it's great.
Yeah.
When it's done well and you know how to do it, you know.
Yeah, just the idea of that, just like falling apart perfectly.
Yep.
Like I can't tell you how much time I spend watching people cook steaks
yeah.
on YouTube.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so. And the thing is, if you ever want to know how to do it perfect,
Yeah,
you get yourself a meat thermometer and then you let it rest. Everybody, I changed my life when I figured out that you have to let your steak rest for like 15 minutes before you serve it.
Yeah.
because it's still hot.
yeah,
And then
it reabsorbs some of its own moisture.
all the moisture, right? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it cuts and it's really tender.
yeah.
So yeah, changes your life. That early recommendation. Get yourself a meat thermometer because it'll change your fucking life.
They make. I got my brother for Christmas one year a laser meat thermometer.
Yeah.
God,
I don't know
I just
how well
love
that
those
would-
words.
I
It's
don't know
just,
how well that would work.
Yeah,
though,
what-
'cause that would be like more surface temperature,
it-
not so much internal.
you'd be surprised. It actually apparently works really well.
Really?
So I have one of those for my tires. I got a infrared tire thermometer.
Oh, nice.
For my tire temperature, but
Yeah, no, this'll like burrow a little bit.
Nice.
Like he was going around taking the temperature of like everything in the room, including people. there's like a I don't know, like a 1.5 degree margin of error.
it's still pretty fucking. That's better than I can just guess.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
yeah, like he took my temperature and I was something like 96, 97, something like
Yeah.
that. But anyway, it was also December. I mean,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But anyway, the best steak I ever had, I remember very well. I was in Chicago for work related purposes. We were taking some clients, and it was just like 3 clients, and we went to the Weber Grill, Weber of seasoning and grill
Yeah,
equipment
right. I was
fame.
gonna say like that. That Weber. Yeah.
Yeah, that Weber. They have a restaurant in downtown Chicago, and I had perhaps the best brisket of my life.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It just
Anything better than a good brisket.
it just pulled right apart. Just the slightest touch of the fork, you just pull a piece off, just take it up, and it was
Why, Ben? That's because it's been cooking for 36 hours.
I know. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was just soft and just so tasty, so flavorful.
The slower, the lower, the better.
Yeah, everything locked in. You walk into this restaurant and they've got behind like a countertop area. It's not even a bar because there's no alcohol at this countertop. But like like 9 or 10 big grills like this big, just filled up with like charcoal and just big vents, taking everything up, and just all this meat just lined all the way down, cooking. And
It's the dream, man.
yeah,
It is.
it was trying to remember what exactly it was. It was brisket, just a light barbecue sauce, not too much, nothing overpowering.
Yeah.
I got broccoli and I think scalloped potatoes
Yep.
with it.
That's a suitable like steak side.
Yeah, right.
There's certain times that you can put broccoli as a side, and people aren't going to go, "Oh, fucking loser."
Broccoli kind of mops up the meat juice. A
Yeah,
little bit,
exactly.
too.
Right.
Yeah, broccoli's it provides a nice counterbalance to the volume of meat you're eating
Yeah.
when you have a steak. But yeah, it was the brisket at the Weber Grill in downtown Chicago, I think, was probably the best steak I've ever had.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it occurs to me, I don't think we've ever all gone to a rib burn off together. I'm
No,
pretty sure we
why-
haven't.
why we should do
and I
that.
don't know why we've never done
Yeah,
this.
the rib burn off.
Yeah, what a great fixture of American culture.
My favorite time getting a steak was when we all went to Longhorn and we
Yeah.
sat at the bar.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, that's when I got the chocolate volcano. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard that story.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember very clearly. We were sitting at the bar watching hockey, I think, and
Yep.
then you told us the story of the chocolate
That was
volcano.
my 16th birthday. Yeah. I was fried cheesecake bites for my birthday because
Yeah.
I actually got the chocolate volcano that night.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the fried cheesecake bites. Did you ever tell you that story?
I don't think so.
My mom took me out to a steak dinner when I was 16 years old for my birthday, and I got a 1 pound sirloin with sweet potatoes and fixins and all that. And I ate this gigantic mound of meat, leaving nothing, just like barely gristle. And I was sitting there, and I was like, oh god, I ate so much. oh God, I can't believe I did that to myself. And the waitress came over and she's like, we thinking about dessert? And I'm like, yeah, I'll have the fried cheesecake bites. It's like, no, I'm milking this for all it's worth.
Yeah.
And it was like not just fried cheesecake bites, but fried cheesecake bites in a sundae. So it was like this giant sundae with fried cheesecake and like whipped cream and chocolate sauce. Oh, it was wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I went out for a steak. Like, went out for one.
Yeah.
I had a couple of steaks recently that I made, but I haven't been out in a
Yeah.
while to get a steak. You know?
Yeah, I haven't either. It's been a while.
I'm starting to feel like maybe this meat topic is not that deep a bench.
No, it doesn't matter. Who fucking cares?
It doesn't.
Who cares? I'm all about talking about
Sort of like,
meat.
how much can you really say about meat, though?
How much can you not say?
Right, I could talk about meat for several hours.
Probably a lot. Otherwise, butchers wouldn't exist.
Exactly,
That's
right.
true.
Dave, let's be fair here. I mean, you said you wanted to wrap this up early, so this is a bad topic to wrap it up early.
Alec, what's the best cut of steak you ever had?
It's gonna sound weird. Like I don't think it was the best one I've ever had, but it was just I really was in the right mood for it, and it just hit the spot perfectly.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
For sure.
But it was at Ruby Tuesdays,
Ah,
and it
Nothing
was
wrong
their,
with that.
their Asiago steak. So it was like a
Asiago.
like a 9-ounce or whatever.
yeah.
This is
Like
like
had like flaked, like actual like fresh shaved Asiago and some kind of cream sauce on it.
gosh.
That sounds
And I
good.
ordered it medium rare, and it
Yep.
was cooked perfectly.
Perfect. Oh,
That's a hard thing with steak.
That's I got
that's
it.
why you get a thermometer.
Well, it's like there's also this thing. I remember reading somewhere that because of people's tendency to send stuff back and throw fits and and all that, like more often than not, like a steakhouse will actually they will underdo your steak more than overdo it. They'll
I know a
try
lot
to
anymore.
underdo
They
it.
make you cut the steak in half, and it was like, is that cooked right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they'll do that.
Because I usually order it a little bit less than I like it because they tend to overcook it.
right.
Right. Yeah. See, I always order medium rare, and even if it comes medium, I'm still happy.
Yeah, that's usually where I like it, is around the medium, a little bit of pink.
Yeah.
But I usually order it medium rare, so when I get it medium, I'm fine.
Right.
But when you order it medium and you get fucking shoe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, God, doesn't that burn your ass?
Oh,
That just pisses me off.
But that was just, like I said, it was just the right time that just sounded good, and it was cooked perfectly.
Yeah.
But I got it again like another week or two after that, and it just wasn't as good. So
Yeah, right. It depends on who's cooking it.
That, yeah, I think it was just a factor of circumstances, but that was probably the last steak I've like fully enjoyed.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you're. That's the thing too. Like the psychological state you're in when you're presented your food matters a lot. Like what you were saying with the portobello, like the presentation and
you
how
eat with
it
your
looks.
eyes first. That's
Yeah,
I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Yeah, so like when you're just kind of in the mood and you see something on the menu that just clicks.
Yeah.
You know. I was at the MVR a couple weeks ago and I saw Cajun gnocchi and I was like,
Yeah.
that's the one. That's it.
That's
That's
the
what
one.
That's what
I haven't
I'm
even
eating
seen
today.
that. And that
That's
sounds
what I'm going to
pretty
be
good.
shitting out in 4 hours.
Cajun gnocchi.
Cajun gnocchi. It was
That's
amazing.
Oh my God. That's like Spanish and
Scandinavian.
Italian. Oh,
Yeah, that's a beautiful thought.
yeah. Cajun. Yeah.
Made by famous Cajun Italian chef Giacomo Lebeau.
No, let me get that Cajun gnocchi over there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dave, you posed the question. What's the best steak you've ever had?
Well, I was thinking about this, and I had an answer a moment ago.
What's
It's
that
kinda-
place with the really good steak and shake? That's it.
Okay, no joke. The Frisco melt though.
We were just talking about this at lunch today. How great it is. It just needs to be bigger.
Yeah.
the Frisco
the
melt.
Frisco melt.
Like
needs
it's
to
almost
be-
worth the extra buck to get the extra patty.
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Yeah, it would need to be like
Yeah.
twice as big.
So
yeah.
we did homemade patty melts a couple weeks ago. I think I told you guys I did homemade patty melts the other day, like where you just press the burgers down on the griddle.
Yeah.
And I made peanut butter mayonnaise. And it was just, I mean, just like a classic burger with the shredded lettuce and the melty
Yeah.
peanut butter mayo. And I caramelized onions for an hour and a half, which if you've never done is like a religious experience. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible. It was like,
Ugh.
It reminds me of when we did the slow cook. During the Rio Olympics? Remember we made that chicken pasta with the Remember we had Aubrey and Christy over, and we were
Chicken pasta.
it was you introduced the idea of the slow cook, right? Where like a group of people spend just the afternoon.
Oh wait, no, the slow dinner.
the slow dinner.
Yeah, this is something. That's something my buddy Eric.
Morty.
That was intense. Jesus, is your throat all right?
Morty.
It tasted very moss.
I bet.
Burp moss.
But yeah, the slow dinner is a thing that my buddy Eric used to do. And the idea is that like no one's in a big rush. Everyone's just kind of taking their time. Everyone helps and contributes, and then you end up with something.
We had the Rio Olympics on.
Yeah.
I remember. We did farfalla, bow ties, right? And chicken. We cut up the chicken and mixed it up with the pasta. And we did that. You had that like Italian dressing in that homemade Italian dressing in your fridge that we put on it after everything was cooked.
Gosh, I wish I could remember what the hell this was. It sure sounds nice.
We served it up with broccoli. We had red wine and oh gosh.
This sounds really nice. I cannot remember what it was.
We got some of your pepperoncinis out of the cabinet. Put them on the plate.
Gosh, this sounds
Like you're
just
at the Olive
terrific.
Garden?
Or Papa John's Pizza?
I have pictures of it on my Facebook. I'm gonna find them.
Yeah, because I can't remember what this was exactly.
So what was your steak? What was your best steak?
I don't know. I think I think maybe the best steak I ever had was at no, I can't remember the name of the place. It's out there off 224, very near 680, but back past like the Outback Steakhouse and whatever.
Longhorn?
No,
Springfield Grill?
Maybe that's it. The Springfield Grill.
On Tiffany?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Like up Tiffany.
Yeah,
towards-
Springfield Grill. Oh yeah, everything that whole
That
chain.
whole place is like overwhelming.
They do. It's that one, the Iron Bridge, and I think
They have something else.
yeah, there's one other restaurant. that I can't-
Nicolini's.
It's not Nicolini's. No.
I know it's something else though.
Yeah,
Like
they-
further back, you mean?
No, I'm saying the people who own Springfield Grill own the Iron Bridge, and then another place too. That I can't remember.
Now, I don't have like a real specific memory of the steak itself, but what I remember in particular was that it was seasoned with like a lot of peppercorns and like a really rich season. Like they really seasoned it.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst things you can do is over season. It's almost better, I feel like, to under season steak
Salt and
than
pepper.
over season it.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But they went right up to it was just so much peppercorn.
See, I
was
prefer
very
a nice,
happy.
good flavored rub or something.
Oh, do
Just
you?
give it a little
See.
something.
Yeah, I go salt and pepper, and then
Not overpowered, just a little.
Just a little. Yeah, that was a fantastic steak.
see, I do salt and pepper with a little butter and some aromatics, thyme, rosemary, and then you baste it. with
Yeah,
the
that's
butter.
right. You do the thing where you baste it with
butter
butter.
baste it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given enough practice, you can become a real master baster.
Yeah.
I forget whether it was. But the one guy at work was telling me there's one place near him that they do burgers and fries, but they do butter burgers and butter fries.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
So like they make like a huge basket of fries and melt like just half a stick of butter on these fries.
That's
That's just how
lovely.
they serve it.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
Here it was.
Same thing with the burger.
Why
It's
is
like a
it-
big chunk of butter they melt over it.
Beautiful.
We had grape tomatoes in there too. Do you remember this?
Let me look closer. I
It
sort
won't
of.
get bigger than that, unfortunately.
own eyes.
Where is? What is the? Is there chicken in here?
face. Yeah, there's like grilled
son.
chicken in there.
Huh. I remember this kind of. Wow. My brain is useless.
Yeah,
Dude,
I do
my,
remember that picture.
my Darth
Yeah.
Vader. No,
This
she
is
was
real
alive.
good.
I felt it. Where is Padme?
yeah. This is a real good.
Darth
dinner.
Vader should never say the words Padme. Ever.
Are you an angel?
So here's a question: best fast food bacon? Shoot.
Best fast food bacon?
Fast food bacon.
Fast food bacon.
Best fast food. It's usually shitty and thin and a waste of your time.
Yeah.
Who's got the best?
Probably say Arby's, but
Yeah, I was
they're
gonna say
so
Arby's.
expensive.
I was gonna say Arby's would be
They do
like
thick cut.
Arby's does have some pretty thick cuts.
the
They
original
have the
chicken
meats.
bacon and Swiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The meats.
The chicken bacon and Swiss betrayal sandwich.
The
yeah.
original. This is my McDouble watch, all right? They fucking ruined the chicken bacon and Swiss. They
Yeah.
fucking ruined
They
it.
did.
They put it on an artisan bun. I don't want a fucking artisan bun. I want the fucking ugly potato bun with the undercooked sesame seeds on it. That's what I want. Arby's, you fucking cunts. You have 3 things listed on that sandwich: chicken, bacon, Swiss.
Yeah.
And the honey mustard.
The honey mustard and the bun are just added
yeah.
pleasures to go along with that.
Yeah.
They're compliments.
But their
Yeah.
bacon-
Nowhere
their
that has
bacon
a
is-
drive-through should offer anything called artisan.
No,
Yeah.
they shouldn't.
They
They really should.
No.
So then what they did was they just turned it into like every other fucking chicken club that you know
Right,
you
they
can
put
get at
fucking-
any other fucking
Put rabbit food on it.
yeah.
Like it doesn't say chicken, bacon, Swiss, some shredded lettuce, tomato. No, it's just chicken, bacon, and motherfucking Swiss.
Yeah.
For a place with the meats, you're really fucking up my sandwich, Arby's.
I'm not interested in the illusions fast food places present to me to
No.
try to
Right.
hypnotize me into thinking I'm eating healthy.
Right.
If I wanted to eat healthy, I wouldn't be going to fucking Arby's.
That's right.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
If I wanted to make good decisions, I'd get out of my car for my meal.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you guys are right about Arby's. I really think it might be the best bacon around.
Yeah, Arby's, possibly
For sure.
Wendy's would be a good
Well,
second.
not the fucking junior bacon.
No, I'm
that
talking.
I got
I'm talking
last night.
Baconator.
That the Baconator is good, but that
Baconator
the,
bacon.
the junior bacon I got last night.
I was like microwave.
Oh my god, it was fucking like sharp. It was
Yeah.
so crisp, like, like burnt.
no.
Like I bit into it and it was sharp.
It hurt you?
Yeah.
Their bacon harmed you?
Yes. Like I could open a
horrid.
fucking like Amazon box with that shit.
You were stabbed by bacon?
I was. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible.
That's terrible. So it was like actually overcooked crisp.
It was probably what was like left on the bottom bin
Ugh.
since like morning
Yeah.
rush.
That morning's
Yeah,
bacon.
they're cleaning out the tray. I'm like, oh fuck, we got a straggler. Yeah, throw it on the next one.
Did I ever tell you about the absolute worst McDonald's sandwich I was ever served? I'll have to show you
All of them.
I'll have to show you a picture of it. It was like
There's a standout.
it was I must have mentioned this on at least one McDouble watch. But I will tell you this. It was such a bad sandwich. It was like so obvious they didn't care in any way. It was burned. Half of it was burned.
How'd it get burned?
Black griddle marks.
How'd it get burned?
Oh my god.
It was so bad. I still can't believe that they actually let it go out the window.
You know what honestly skews me out the most about McDonald's is their buns. Their buns, the buns they serve their burgers on are so soft
Yeah.
and spongy, and they don't feel like bread. They feel like one of those things in like a cartoon or in Force Awakens where you like put the thing in and you add a few drops of water and it reconstitutes
in the
itself.
Ugh.
Look how bad this
Like
sandwich
they,
is.
what the shit?
Look how
Let me see
bad
this.
Like, they
this
don't-
sandwich
Bring this
is.
close to me.
They don't use that kind of equipment to cook that.
I don't know.
Well, Batman.
They gave that to you?
They served that to me, and I'm the piece of shit that ate it.
You didn't take that back?
Well,
Oh,
I was
would've-
on the way to work.
I would
I would have fucking U-turned on the freeway
Yeah,
This
right
is
there.
the ugliest sandwich I have ever eaten in my life.
I can't believe you ate that.
Yep, I was on my way to work.
Of burgers.
You should have at least called him and been like, "Hey, cunts!"
Well, Batman, we meet again. Shall we flip a coin to decide whether you live or die?
Like it's serious. It's right down the middle.
It is.
For viewers at home. Like it's right
Griddle
down the
marks blackened.
It's
on
like they
the
tried to
left half.
abort this sandwich halfway through, and it just wanted to live.
Like it really seriously is
It's the
like
ugliest
Two
sandwich
Face.
ever. It's the ugliest sandwich ever,
I have gotten.
it.
and I ate it.
I have gotten a burger from them where the top bun was flipped upside down.
Oh, don't you hate that?
But it had the condiments on it,
Yeah.
so they apparently tried to assemble it correctly. But somehow they either wrapped it so shittily or so loosely that in transit the bun flipped over.
That doesn't seem how does
What?
that even happen?
I don't know. It takes a certain degree of just not giving a fuck to defy physics like that.
It goes back to what I say. It's like they somehow managed to fake bread, and it's
Yeah.
faked in such a way that you cannot possibly mistake the top for the bottom.
Yeah.
It's chewy. It's like chewy bread.
There's hardly anything there.
No.
There's a lot of empty space in
It's
that
like memory
bread.
foam because when you bite down, you can see your like teeth marks compressed in there. and
Yeah,
it stays.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that bothers me the most about the increasing the downward trend of even worse quality. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just yelling at bill collectors.
Oh, okay.
I think what makes it even worse is how they try to remodel their things to make it look like this upscale establishment.
Yeah, right.
Like a McDonald's with fucking fireplaces and flat screens.
No.
It's like, why-
The all plastic furniture was just fine.
Yeah. Why am
You're
I
a
gonna
piece
go
of
there?
shit for going there. You should feel like a piece of shit for going there. I don't want to feel like this is acceptable. Or I'm going to read the newspaper at fucking McDonald's.
This is not
Yeah,
a
there's
lounge.
people on their fucking laptops now connected to the complimentary Wi-Fi. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
oh,
Do you
you're
not
writing
have
your
a home?
Yeah, you're writing your novel at fucking McDonald's. Get your refill on your $1 coffee. Go fuck yourself.
The trick is they do want you to stay. It used to be that
Yeah.
they want. It's funny
They
how
just
much
move
things
cattle
have changed.
through.
Because they used to want you to go eat and get the fuck out of there. That's why
Yeah.
everything was plastic and ugly,
Yeah.
right?
I was just fine with that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now no one wants to go there, so they have to
Right.
actually
Yeah,
compel
lure
people
people
to
in.
stay.
Yeah, right.
And hope that while they're there, they buy something.
They've been on the downswing for years, man. There's more Subways now in the U.S. than there are McDonald's.
Subway
I like a
blows.
lot.
So Subway fucking
Subway
sucks.
also
too.
sucks.
They used to be really good.
I fucking hate
Well, I don't
Subway.
think they used to be good. They used to be $5.
They used to be marginal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry. This is a pretty decent. This is a better sandwich than I can make at home for $5.
I have-
It's not a better sandwich than I can make at home for $8.50.
No, exactly. In the last 5 years, I have not had a good experience at Subway ever.
Yeah.
They're fucking terrible.
No, I'll go to Sandwich Factory. any day of the week.
Absolutely. This is a conversation we've had on the show before.
Yeah.
I will drive the extra couple miles to go to Sandwich Factory
And
if I need to.
You know, it would be so much better if when they toasted their subs, they didn't come out like somehow like you're eating cardstock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the bread just the bread shrinks when it's in there.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
They
It's
don't,
because they put it in that radioactive toaster oven that they have.
Yeah.
The gigantic.
Yeah, you can't cook chicken in 14 seconds.
Yeah,
I've
no.
tried. You can't do it.
No, it's really something. Yeah, if there's a better local sandwich place, definitely do it because especially like
Well, we're probably in for a treat because if it still goes through, we are getting a melt around here.
Oh,
in Borden.
yes.
good.
Really?
Yeah. If
That's
you
a
want
pretty big deal.
That is a big fucking deal because their sandwiches are fucking amazing.
But then you know what happened?
Melt bar and grilled.
Remember
Yeah.
how exciting it was when we were going to get a Permane Brothers?
Yeah, but they fucking franchised that.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is they fucked that all up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're-
it's a franchise. Mr. Permane sold it.
yeah,
Oh,
that's-
okay.
It's just corporate now.
Yeah, so that's why that sucks.
It's
Like
just
a
like-
shenanigans or something.
I was
Yeah.
all excited. I didn't go once.
Shenanty brothers.
Yeah, I haven't been to the one in
Yeah.
Niles.
You
or
don't.
Boardman. I haven't
You
been
don't.
to
It's
yeah.
not great.
I've never
It's
been
not
to the
great.
one in Boardman either.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's not great. It's not great.
I'll go to the one in Pittsburgh, the original one.
Yeah, you want to go to the one in Pittsburgh where they unceremoniously build your sandwich in front of you on butcher paper.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a Permane's and get served on a plate.
Yeah, I have
That's
plates
not why
at home.
I'm there.
I don't have butcher paper at home.
You're right. I remember the first time I went to Permane's, it was like a religious experience. It was like Trisha and I went, and we went to this one that was like on the east side in the Market District, and Mr. Permane was there.
Yeah.
He was there that day.
Oh, really?
I think that's the one we went to when we went to the game. The Bruins
yeah.
Penguins
The one on
game.
the one on Canal Street.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a
And
shitty
and
hole in the wall
they,
place,
They
but
got
it was great.
Dave's order wrong twice.
That's right.
No, we went to, that was on Carson.
Carson, I'm sorry.
Okay.
we
Yeah,
went
no. The one I'm thinking of had a bar. A bar in front of the griddle where there was one very large black man
Yeah, that wasn't the one we went
serving,
to.
like assembling sandwiches and like that.
The one we went to on Carson was it had the bar when you go in.
Yeah.
And then like we were seated kind of near that, like between two tables, like between the 7 or 8 of us.
Yeah.
Like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
of
with
us.
the 2 drunk waitresses at like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one like any other Pennsylvania business. There was like a fucking staircase because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the kitchen was upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, no, the first time I went there, it was like this guy, this really large man, just like he'd get your bread, he'd slice it, throw it on the butcher paper,
Yeah.
and then he'd throw your meat with like a gloved hand. He'd just grab your meat off the griddle and throw it on there, and then it's
You're
like
really slapping that shit around.
right then a handful, not like a scoop of French fries, a handful,
Yep.
like a claw of French
Angry
fries.
fistful.
And then with the same hand, he reached into the coleslaw and just slapped it on there, cut it in half, and then wrapped it and went, "Here you go."
Yep.
And it was incredible. It was like he made it
Beautiful
just for
thing.
me. I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's what you kind of want a deli sandwich to be. You want it to be, you want it to be nice, but you want it to be a little bit of
Raw.
chaos.
You want it to be
too.
real
Yeah.
You want a
raw.
little chaos. in there.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to hit like a pocket of Thousand Island dressing that you didn't know was there and go,
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
That's half the charm.
Yeah.
That's why you want to go to a place like that that's super busy because those guys are used to just
Yeah.
flying it. You know what I mean?
Let me say this: if you have you guys been to the Diamond Deli in Akron?
No.
Nah.
It is that you want to talk about religious experiences. As far as sandwiches go, that place is fucking balls to the wall. Like it's run by a family. I work with the woman that's the wife of the husband and wife pair that owns it, right? And it's all like her sons and like I guess like it's just the whole family. It's a family run deli, and they got like sandwich names that are all like named after the family, like Clay's an Eagle Scout is a sandwich.
Okay.
Or like Sue's I'm Not Like My Mom is a sandwich. like it's all based on like family stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Susie's fourth abortion.
Glenn is transitioning.
no, so it's,
Eric stole a shitload of money from my purse for heroin.
but no, they got like amazing sandwiches, and the one I always get is
50 cents extra with cheese.
the one I always get. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's a chicken salad sandwich.
Oh, there's nothing better than good chicken salad,
It's
Sammy.
like thick. I mean, like this whole sandwich is like already like a 2-inch tall sandwich,
Yeah.
and like the whole inside when they cut it, it's just this balloon of chicken
Yeah,
salad
right,
on the
right.
inside. And they put cheese on top and lettuce and tomato, and they got this honey mustard.
yeah.
And it's just unbelievable. That's a place. I really, if we're ever in Akron, we have to go.
Yeah, we should do it. Yeah. I will.
Even if we're not in Akron, let's
Let's just right.
go.
Yeah,
It's
right.
kind of worth a drive. To
Listen,
Akron.
I'm telling you right now, if you want me to take a Saturday off so we can go to a deli just to eat a sandwich, I'm all about that life.
I'll tell you what.
I'm off on Saturday.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's like the kind of thing you want to go through, eat a sandwich, and then go through again and get one for the road.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you could possibly eat them back to back. but
Oh,
you're gonna want it later.
okay. I mean, you're talking to a guy who's gone to Sonic and done that very thing.
Dude,
So
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you're talking about like a chain versus like a family-owned establishment
Yeah.
where they will just pile shit
It's
on.
like a 9-pound sandwich.
yeah, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Real talk, one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Yeah.
Honest to God, was Red Robin.
Yeah, Red
Dude,
Robin
Red
is
Robin's
good burgers.
fucking
Red Robin kills
legit.
it. Yeah.
Like for a chain, and I mean, it's not like a national. It's like a regional thing, I think, right? Like we don't have any in Ohio.
No, you
as far
gotta-
as I
you gotta
know.
go
No,
out
there's a couple. I
Is
think,
there?
in Akron? I think
there
there's
really?
some, yeah.
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Cleveland, there's.
The first and only time I've ever had Red Robin was outside Pittsburgh. I want to say Monroeville, but that's probably wrong.
Nah, they're all over. They're probably.
But I was with Aubrey. It was the first time I'd ever gone to Red Robin, and I got the closest the closest thing to my ideal tropical burger that I keep talking about, my Jimmy Buffett inspired burger that I think I've ever had. It had the slice of pineapple. It had a slice of grilled pineapple on it. It had guac. It had the iceberg lettuce, not the shitty like shaved lettuce that's like all white and has no flavor.
They
or
leave the
anything.
stump in there half the time.
No, like actual honest to God lettuce, guac. And I asked to substitute pepper jack cheese. It was the closest thing to my I can't even remember what the Bahama Slamma, I think.
The Bahama
is
Slamma.
what I think is what I decided to call it.
You know how you're gonna make that. You know what you're gonna do. You gotta get the correct kind of cheese, which is pepper jack was probably a good choice.
Pepper jack. Aldi sells like habanero jack cheese, which I think
there
is
you
going to
go.
be.
Might I suggest?
Go to White House and get it cut fresh.
Yeah.
Because they have all kind of pepper cheeses.
Fucking A.
I would suggest Peppadew pepper cheese, which is like kind of hard to come by, but it's like these little peppers that have a little bite, but they're mostly sweet.
Okay.
That shit is unlickable. I got to pick that up at Grandpa's Cheese Barn one time.
Slightly sweet
love the
is
cheese
exactly
bar.
what
That's
I'm going
fantastic.
for with this burger.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like that cheese, that kind of like sweet pepper cheese,
Grilled pineapple.
obviously.
Yeah.
Guac is probably going to be optional. What I'm probably going to do is instead just go for like 1 or 2 rinds of sweet red onion. There was one other thing.
Mango salsa would be what I would do.
Mango salsa would be pretty
Fifth
good.
of bourbon.
No, honestly though, like a bacon aioli would probably be great. Just get that right on the underside of each bun.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I'm sorry. Do you remember that episode of Mad Men where his wife pours rum on the French toast.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what is this? Like, maple syrup. No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
I
Is this
still
rum?
I still have to see
Fuck it,
Mad.
I'll eat it anyway.
I still have to see Mad Men. My mom loves Mad Men of all people. My mom is a huge Mad Men fan.
Yeah.
And I still gotta go through and watch that.
Yeah. No, it's a I mean, I haven't finished the whole show.
More tea.
But I really enjoyed Mad Men.
You know, if you look at the bell icon on the top of the box without like looking at the bottom part, it just looks like a breast with two breasts with erect nipples.
Ben,
Right?
ben is talking about a Taco Bell box right now.
It really does.
Yeah, it's like the way they're
Great use of negative space for them big ass goose nipples.
yeah, yeah, right. It just looks like just some gigantic fucking nipple, like
Big
fucking udders.
Ass goose nipples.
Like it even raises up a little bit slightly towards the top, like for the areola. You know?
Areolas.
Now that I'm looking at
Oh,
it,
it does like a bacon areola. That sounds really good.
now I
We have a burger served with a bacon areola.
Similar to the hot dog fingers. Would you rather a bacon areola?
Yes, that's obviously the correct answer. Can I eat it?
well, what do you think, guys? Do you think we ought to call it? I think maybe it's
Talking
about
it's like-
time to wrap it
it's
up.
like 8:12.
Yeah.
We got like another hour.
We got
of
like
this
another
shit.
2 hours.
Yeah. But it usually takes us like a half an hour, 45 minutes to get through the end.
No, we got time. What are you talking about?
We got more
We
meat.
got
We got
plenty
more
of time.
meat speaks.
We got plenty of time. I'll give you another 15 minutes and then
All right.
we'll
Yeah.
cut it down.
It's funny you did bring up meat because I just said yesterday that I'm looking at maybe getting a smoker and getting into some.
Oh, yes.
I've been
smokes.
saying this
That's
forever.
the fucking
Fucking A.
dream, man.
Aubrey,
Because like half my department smokes meat now,
Yeah.
and some of the fucking pellets.
Oh, yeah.
do they smoke each other's meats?
Phrasing.
Phrasing, Lana.
But yes, but they also put meat in a smoker.
Yes.
But just some of the spices and rubs and pellets and shit.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
What
You're
is
going
your
to deafen
problem?
us.
I disconnected the headset again.
Don't
Ours
scream.
didn't.
Don't scream into the microphone.
Sorry. I keep disconnecting my headset.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I did this last year.
You know,
or last week.
I only just noticed you're getting like some gray along your sideburns.
Oh,
like,
it's
like
all-
you got
horrible.
No, you got like the Reed Richards thing going on. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I dig it.
Yeah.
Anyway, smoked meats. I was just telling Aubrey earlier. I've never had lox, and I would really like to. I've never had like just a bagel and cream cheese and lox, and I would really like to.
I don't even know what lox really is.
It's just thinly sliced smoked salmon, and you layer it on top of cream cheese, which is layered on top of a bagel.
See, that sounds good.
Which
It's-
is layered on top of a stripper's vagina.
Which is all stuffed inside a deep dish pizza.
Call it locks and crotch.
Which is then put between two giant buns as a hamburger.
Yep.
Which are in fact just Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, man. Hamburger with donuts as the bun.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's called the Luther.
That's right, the Luther. I forgot about the Luther.
Vandross.
Yes.
Wait, why is it called the Luther?
Yeah, it's from the Boondocks.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Babish made it on one of his episodes.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he
Luther.
did. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ohioans are like, yeah, we've been deep frying that for
Yeah,
years. What are
right.
you
I was gonna
talking
say,
about?
hey, shit, I had deep fried butter one time, so fuck off.
Hashtag fair.
Yep.
This reminds me because I love bringing this up because it usually causes a lot of consternation about like the exact definition of a sandwich and what is a sandwich and what is not.
No.
Is the double down a sandwich?
Wow.
I think sandwich implies bread.
Bread. Yeah.
Sure.
It's sandwich-like. It's certainly sandwich-like.
It's in the sandwich family.
It's in the same vein as
Well,
a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sandwich-ish.
It's sandwich like in that the
Sandwich.
It's a sandwich alike.
but like okay, so some ingredients are sandwiched between two paired ingredients. In this case, two chicken patties.
Yes.
Because Americans are disgusting. We have to keep coming up with new ways to destroy the art of culinary science.
It's like saying it's the Oreo sandwich. I don't consider the Oreo a sandwich.
It is called a sandwich cookie.
Well,
And-
they can
and it
fuck
is-
themselves.
It's not a sandwich.
The
not a sandwich.
The cookie itself is also bread.
Sure, it's a sandwich. Again, sandwich style, but it is not a sandwich.
I don't know. You can't just
Why-
go buy a loaf of Oreo.
But why is it not a sandwich? What makes it not a sandwich? This is what I mean. It causes great
you see,
consternation.
I'm with you on this.
What makes an Oreo not a sandwich?
It's not real bread. It's just
you
a
can't,
cookie.
You can't buy a loaf,
Well,
a big
you know,
tube
a
of
cookie.
Oreo.
A cookie is not.
and
I'm
cut
talking
it.
about a classic loaf of bread. You don't. There's not a loaf of Oreo.
Right.
Hold on just a moment now. Wait, how come things have to be loaves?
Because that's traditionally how a sandwich is served, with a loaf of bread.
Bullshit. What about sandwich rolls?
What about like a Kaiser
That's not a
roll?
sandwich.
It's not a sandwich.
A sandwich roll isn't a sandwich?
I don't think that.
What about a sausage sandwich that's served in like a bun?
That is definitely a
it-
sausage.
But those,
open
are,
on one
but
end.
those are baked specifically for sandwiches.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
But by your definition, it's not a sandwich because it's not baked in a loaf.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, it falls apart. It falls apart.
Oreo is not a fucking sandwich. I want to fight you. This is coming from the guy who prefers creamy peanut butter to chunky.
Yeah.
I want to
Now-
fucking hear
let-
it.
correct
let me
guy
let me
that
really
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
communist.
I appreciate it.
Let me really fuck with your brain then. That by that definition, if a sausage sandwich is a sandwich,
It's not.
Then a taco is also a sandwich.
Taco is not a sandwich.
A taco is ravioli.
No, it's not.
No,
Ravioli has to be sealed.
Ravioli is
A
a
burrito
dumpling.
is ravioli.
Ravioli is a Pop Tart.
If it's
It is.
if it's sealed, it's,
It's
a
a
dumpling.
meat and cheese pop tart.
No, ravioli is not a Pop Tart, but ravioli and Pop Tarts are both dumplings.
And a Hot Pocket is a dumpling.
A Hot Pocket is a dumpling by
Yeah,
that definition.
but it's not doughy like a dumpling.
So an egg roll is a Pop Tart, and a
And it's
dumpling.
baked instead of fried.
What is happening here?
No, an egg roll is actually a burrito,
Which did we just
call.
establish is also
but a burrito is a form of a wrap.
But isn't a wrap a sandwich?
A wrap is not a sandwich
Are you sure?
because it's enclosed.
It doesn't come in a loaf.
It's
most
completely
restaurants listed
closed.
under the sandwich section.
That's correct.
That is for the sake of convenience.
So you might say that they call it a sandwich cookie for the sake of convenience, so one can easily recognize it.
This is what I love about this discussion.
How about the classic is cereal soup?
Cereal is not soup.
Cereal is basically soup.
It is not
It's
soup.
soup
not
with
soup.
a milk broth.
No,
No,
it's not.
No, milk by definition is not a broth.
No, because
It
it's
is in the cereal.
because it's not served warm. You're gonna have
But
warm.
gazpacho is a soup, and that's served cold.
That's not soup.
So by
it's,
that-
it's disgusting bean paste.
Well, then wait. If it has to be served warm, then by that definition, oatmeal is a soup.
Oatmeal is
Oatmeal is not
definitely
a soup if you eat oatmeal the way you're supposed to eat oatmeal,
Which is
that?
how?
which is chunky as fuck. I want my oatmeal thick.
Are you saying soup can't be thick and chunky?
I'm saying soup can be chicken thick.
think the
No,
Campbells
no,
would
it
love to
can't. By
disagree
definition,
with
it's a stew at that point.
He's got you there.
So then oatmeal is a stew.
I'd say it's more stew than soup.
I mean,
If we have to put a label on it,
but there's only one ingredient in oatmeal, which is oats, and then some accoutrement.
You got to have a medium though. You got to have either water or milk,
Right.
Sure,
making it a soup.
that's not a soup.
It's a soup.
It's not a soup.
That's a soup.
It's a grain soup.
Well, okay, it's a stew.
I'll give you stew.
it's grain soup in milk broth.
It's a grain stew.
I'll give you stew.
yeah,
Yes.
That's not soup.
that's like saying just a bowl of rice that you put water in and heat it.
Yeah.
Is that a stew at that point, or is it
Yes.
just a fucking bowl of rice?
Yeah,
No,
it's a stew.
no, it's pasta. It's a grain that you serve hot with water.
I hate you.
So oatmeal's a pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oatmeal's a pasta.
Oatmeal's a pasta.
Oatmeal's a pasta. We can. There's one consensus here, and now we know that. And now we know that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
really got me thinking here.
Just how deep do you want to chase this rabbit?
Yeah, we
I don't know.
can
I'm
keep
really,
going
sitting,
here.
I'm really sitting here kind of trying to chase down another one of my.
Is a burrito a dumpling as well, or is
No.
it a wrap?
No, burrito is a wrap.
Okay.
Is a wrap a dumpling?
No.
Is it because it's open on the ends?
Right. A dumpling has to be enclosed on all ends.
Okay.
So
What
an
about a
enclosed
Chipotle burrito?
A Chipotle burrito is still a wrap because you can open it.
and a dumpling.
You can open a dumpling.
Morty.
With a tool, yes, but no, a dumpling has to be baked closed. A dumpling has to be baked closed.
Correct.
Ah, okay.
But a burrito, you get the tortilla hot in order to close it and paste it together a little better. That's why they steam it first.
Yeah.
Well,
He's got a point. He's got a point. Answer the question. Answer the question.
viewers' comment on this podcast is: does a burrito turn from a wrap to a dumpling if you close its ends up?
They've stopped listening.
Yeah, it's just us
They
now.
quit after they learned Dave likes creamy peanut butter.
Thank you. Because I've had this fucking argument.
Like, oh,
You're still
fuck
wrong.
this.
I'm not wrong.
You're allowed to be wrong.
You don't even buy the
It's
good
okay,
peanut
Chris,
butter.
It's okay. You
Oh,
can
what
be
do you buy,
wrong.
Peter Pan?
That's all right. You're allowed to be wrong, Chris. It's fine.
I'm not wrong.
You're
The
a
thing
little
is-
wrong.
Does Dave have to be concerned about the E. coli outbreaks when they have peanut butter E.
Yeah,
cola?
I think he does.
Because Jeff never has peanut butter or cola.
They don't.
It's because it's not real
Cola?
peanut butter.
E. coli.
E. coli.
It's like
Cola.
It's like a,
It's the plural of E. coli.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say peanut butter cola? Because I just had a great idea.
oh no!
Oh, man.
Mix that together with grape soda.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gotta be chunky though.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Well, it wouldn't be a soup at that point.
No, because it's not hot.
If you have a chunky
So is
peanut butter-
gazpacho just like peanut butter?
Listen, I'm thinking chunky peanut butter cola is a soup.
What about cola? Is cola with ice in it a soup? Your answer would be no because it's not hot.
It's not hot.
Oh, but I think it is.
I
it
think.
is.
I
Not, it's
found
not hot.
And I don't think ice can be considered an ingredient. I think it's really just a temperature regulator
Correct.
additive.
Agreed.
But if you take it out and you eat the ice, if you crunch the ice, you've
Well,
changed the
you
game.
don't want to break the ice.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't want to spill the beans.
You definitely don't want to pay the ferryman.
Oh, God forbid you have ants in your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a toaster strudel. Toaster strudel.
Cootie was also a game.
Toaster strudel is a pastry.
It's also a dumpling.
No, it's a pastry.
Well, if we're
It's
calling
a
Pop Tart,
dumpling.
if we're calling Pop Tart a dumpling,
Yeah.
no, it's a
toaster
pastry because it's flaky.
Are you saying dumplings can't be flaky?
Yes, I'm saying dumplings can't be flaky.
May I again refer you to the egg roll?
so you're saying people
That's
with
not a
egg-
dumpling.
people
Egg
with
roll is a
eczema are
dumpling. It's closed on
pastries?
the ends. It's
Are
actually-
people who have eczema
shit,
are
you're right.
pastries? Yeah.
You're right. An egg roll is closed on the ends. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So taquitos are wraps.
Yeah.
Taquitos are
if
wraps.
anything, an egg roll is a wrap.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
wrap.
A dumpling. Okay. A dumpling has to be like pinched shut.
Correct.
In a way.
And doughy. And doughy.
And doughy.
It can be brown
It
and
has-
crunchy on
it
one
has to
side.
be like
but-
it has to be like sealed. It
Yeah.
can't just be like wrapped up. It has to be sealed in some fashion, whether that's a pierogi, whether that's a Pop Tart.
Correct.
Whether
But that does not. But a dumpling does not have a flaky exterior.
Is a pierogi a Pop Tart?
it's a Slavic Pop Tart.
Yeah.
It's a
Pop-Tart
papushka
with
tart.
butter and bacon.
Like a whole grilled onion.
Yo, if there was a such thing as a fucking pierogi that I could just put in my fucking toaster, that'd be.
I'm all about that life.
be
Yeah. A flat
phenomenal.
pierogi. I fucking love pierogies. Oh,
Yeah.
We just had
wouldn't that be
pierogies the other
something
night.
else?
It was fucking amazing.
oh yeah, dude. We should make pierogies.
Yeah. Make pierogies. Don't buy them frozen. Make some
Make some
pierogies.
real
I don't know. I
Make
think
'em.
what the Mount Carmel Festival is coming up soon.
Oh,
and they got good.
God, yes.
They got good fucking pierogies.
You know those. There's like three little old ladies across from the Ukrainian church downtown.
Yeah.
and they make like the best pierogies ever.
they-
They drench those motherfuckers in butter.
Oh yeah. I went to their.
If you
I
use
was-
enough butter, is it a soup then?
Oh, yeah. Pierogies floating in enough butter becomes a soup.
Pierogi
That's
soup. I could live with that.
Right. We're talking about like a parts per milliliter thing.
Yeah. then we get into measuring. Yeah. I don't know. I went to the arts festival when they had like the big tent and they had those ladies there, and I got pierogi and sauerkraut and the kibasi, and she was making my kibasi and she's like, "Do you want it with kraut?" And I like look down and I'm like, "Yeah, I want it with kraut." Like, what are you fucking talking about, man? What kind of heathen animal do you think I am that I don't want it with sauerkraut? I was like morally offended. Like, yeah, I want it with kraut. Put that on there. In fact, give me extra. I'll pay for it.
You don't walk into a tent that smells like sauerkraut without wanting sauerkraut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know when you get there exactly what you want and why you've
Yeah.
come. You're on a fucking mission.
Like I'm eating light here. No.
Yeah, I don't exactly think Slavic food when I think of eating light.
No.
Now, is sauerkraut a salad?
That's a really good question.
I know.
What constitutes as a salad?
All right.
Well, you got your dressing.
Sauerkraut
You
is a
got your veg.
condiment.
No, it's too thick to be a condiment.
So is relish.
But
That's
you
a
can
good
squeeze
point.
relish.
No, but relish is a soup. because relish is chunky and it's got a substrate.
It's a stew.
But it's
Yeah,
cold.
It
It's
have to be
cold.
stew.
It's like
but it's not
gazpacho.
hot.
No, gazpacho is not soup.
Yeah, gazpacho is soup.
Gazpacho is a paste.
Gazpacho's not a paste.
Gazpacho's a paste.
This
Gazpacho's
is why
a
I
disgusting
love
paste.
opening this can of worms.
Oh God! All right, maybe we should.
Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time.
if salsa is a condiment, if relish is a condiment,
Salsa is not a condiment. Salsa is a dip.
Yeah.
you're telling me you've never had salsa on something?
Yes, I have, but that doesn't mean it's a dip that they're experimenting with.
Dips
It's still
are
a
dips are only eaten on.
I put
things.
buffalo chicken dip on a hot dog.
Exactly.
It's still dip.
It's still a dip.
It's just geography at that point of where it's at.
That's a really good
that
argument.
is a
You know,
solid argument.
I'm glad we ended up here because goddamn, this all needed discussed for a long time.
What is the difference other than the vegetable used between salsa and relish?
Comes in a squeeze container.
You don't just all right.
You don't just have
squeezable-
convenient squeezable salsa at a picnic.
The minute
Would
they have
you
squeezable
dip
salsa-
a chip in relish?
Well, I don't personally like relish, so no.
Well, I mean, if you all right, Dave, do you like relish?
Yeah.
Would you dip a chip in relish?
No.
Do you like relish?
No.
Okay. I like relish. I
Yeah.
wouldn't dip a tortilla chip in it.
Now you're using this as your primary argument to suggest that that's why, salsa
Why
isn't a
does it
condiment.
have to be a tortilla chip?
It doesn't. I'm just using that as an example because that's traditionally what you would dip in salsa. It could be pita. It could be a cracker.
Yeah.
A cracker, which is incidentally a pastry.
Why?
Oh, crackers are flaky.
Why is
A cracker
okay,
is a tortilla.
why is a dip not a condiment?
A cracker is a small tortilla.
It can be used as a condiment, but its main
But it's
purpose
primarily is to be dipped.
Okay, but how about pretzel bites where you dip them in honey mustard? Honey mustard is a condiment. It doesn't stop being a condiment just because it's used as a dip.
Honey mustard is
Again,
a condiment.
but it's
just
but it's a
geography.
dipping sauce.
It's just geography.
Ooh, dipping sauces
It's
are
a
their own
dipping
separate
sauce.
category.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like dipping sauces and sauce all fall under the purview of condiment.
Disagree.
Yeah.
Disagree.
You think ice cream is dipping sauce?
It can be if you're using it with Wendy's French fries.
Yeah. Ice cream's a dipping sauce.
It's horrible.
But that doesn't make it a condiment.
Let's
No, it's a
not
dipping
ice cream.
sauce.
Frosties.
Frosties.
Frosties and ice cream are not the same thing.
I was gonna say it's not really ice cream. It's not really a milkshake either.
No.
Yeah.
It's a frosty.
It is.
But a frosty is pastry.
A frosty is relish.
yeah.
A frosty is chocolate and ice relish.
You know what else is flaky? Salmon. Is salmon a pastry?
No,
Yes.
because you take the scales off and then it's not flaky anymore.
What kind of salmon have you been eating? Salmon flakes apart when you ply at it with a fork.
But it's not dry, it's moist. Hopefully.
It is moist.
Hopefully moist. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a dumpling.
All right.
Okay, wait,
that's
so,
enough.
So wait, no.
That's enough.
Revelation. This makes beef Wellington a dumpling.
No, it makes beef Wellington a pastry. It's a pastry dumpling with a
Probably some kind of
Beef
condiment.
Wellington is obviously a ravioli, and I can't even believe
Double.
that we're arguing about
Ravioli is a dumpling.
Right.
Same with stromboli. Stromboli is a dumpling.
it. Stromboli is a dumpling.
a dumpling pastry.
I think it's just a pizza folded in half.
And a calzone is a pierogi.
Well, is a calzone a pizza or is a pizza a calzone?
A pizza is an open-faced sandwich.
A pizza, well, a Chicago deep dish pizza is a soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't argue with you.
And a
on that
New
one.
York style pizza is a cracker, which is
is a
we all know, which is
pastry.
a pastry.
Actually, I think deep dish is a bread bowl.
Normal.
Oh, okay, but is it in the loaf? Because it can't be.
Now by that definition,
So it's a sandwich?
Now by that definition, taco salad is a bread bowl.
Yes,
Okay.
sure. But it can't be a salad then.
A regular pizza that isn't some weird one like Chicago or New York pizza, a regular old pizza is an open-faced sandwich.
Yeah.
No,
you
you
know
can't
what?
buy. You can't get a loaf of pizza.
All right, let's call this episode. Let's get
call
the
it.
hell out of this. This endless nightmare.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back with our recommendations and what we learned.
Hello, best of 2018.
And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back. And having thoroughly frustrated Chris with this conversation, he has retreated to cake.
Which is, in fact, a sandwich.
Yes. Cake is okay. I'm not going to do this to you. Let's talk about recommendations for a minute here.
Yes.
I want to go first because mine's going to be simple and quick, and it's going to be a reiteration.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be. It's a reiteration of Chris's recommendation, which is True Detective Season 1. It is so damn good. I watched 7 episodes in the last 24 hours.
Basically done with the show.
I have one more. I have the finale of the season to watch, and then I can say I've watched the first season of the show. It is just that good. I don't know why I waited this long. I think it's like, you have enough stuff in your list that you kind of want to get around to, and you never quite get around to all of it,
I have the same problem with video games.
Yeah, right, exactly. But True Detective Season 1 is awesome. It features, I think, probably my favorite performance Woody Harrelson has ever done.
Oh, he's incredible.
He's awesome in it.
Oh, can it top Tallahassee in Zombieland?
Well, I never saw Zombieland.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never saw that. It's almost Halloween. Maybe I should watch Zombieland.
Zombieland is worth watching once, I'll say. I love it, but it's worth watching once. You don't really get much out of a second viewing,
Gotcha.
I'll say.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's Woody Harrelson's awesome in it. It's real dark.
Matthew McConaughey is awesome.
McConaughey's incredible. This is the sort of the peak of the McConaissance. Really is True Detective. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the McConaissance, right?
Yeah. He went from just dumb stoner movies to
Yeah.
Driving on an open
he
lake in
has.
a Lincoln.
Oscar winning.
It's the kind of comeback that has maybe been overshadowed a little bit by Robert Downey Jr., but it is no less of a comeback.
Yeah, right. It is. It's a huge comeback, and it's like I think it's like he's basically everything he's done since has been great, right?
Except the Lincoln commercials.
Except those which are so bizarre.
Yeah.
What is life?
Yeah, but he
What
doesn't
is
care because he's
truth?
getting paid $6 million to do one of them.
Sure. And probably maybe a free Lincoln.
Yeah,
He's super awesome in the show. Really, everyone is. It's also like really hard to watch at times. There's some really
dark, yeah.
disturbing
Very, very
material. The gist of the thing is kicking off with like what looks like a weird ritualistic kind of murder of a girl, and it's like the case that starts everything. And then you watch these two guys who really
Don't match.
Yeah, they don't match. They're not similar. They have different, attitudes and personalities and all that. And most of the show is them being interviewed by other detectives.
Years in the future.
Yeah, way in the future. Like, I can't remember exactly. Like maybe 10 years or so into the future. After the events that, start all this.
What is the storyline take place in? Like, what time period?
It's real recent. I think it,
95.
Yeah, 95 to
initial.
2002 is the initial case, and then
Okay.
10 years later is where they're being interviewed about everything.
Sure.
So it's there's a lot to love about it. It's really good. All the performances are awesome, and some of them are just devastating. Chris, you mentioned that there is a 6-minute tracking shot that is one of your favorites.
Yeah,
I
that's
it is one of
love
mine.
uninterrupted camera shots.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
It's unbelievable, actually.
It's a technical marvel. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, when you consider that any single part of that, if it had not gone right, I don't know how many takes it took. I hope for their
If I
sake
remember,
it was one.
it took one. If I remember the after episode thing, watching it, they're like, and they knew if they fucked it up, it was going to be.
Yeah. Do you remember that fight scene from Tom Yong-goong, The Protector, Tony Jaa?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It was like a 5-minute uninterrupted scene. It took him 3 takes.
Right.
One because one guy wasn't in position. One because they didn't get the safety mat up, and Tony Jaa pulled the stuntman back to prevent him from falling to his fucking death. And then the third take, they got it all the way through.
It's so cool.
I gotta show you guys Russian Arc sometime because that's 90 minutes uncut, unedited, Steadicam footage. It's like watching someone else's dream. It's unbelievable.
But yeah, I'm keeping it quick. I like this show. It's really, really good. Watch it. Thank you, Chris, for recommending it to me.
welcome. It's
That
what I'm
was a very, very good one.
Yeah. You're not even at the end yet, buddy.
I know. I have this one episode. I can't tell you how pissed off I was today when it was like just after 5 and I'm just wrapping episode 7 and I'm like, God damn it.
I know. I ruined it.
No, it's like I watched the last 2 minutes while you were standing in my kitchen and was just like, no.
I will say this: True Detective season 1 features maybe the most compelling first episode of any TV show I've ever watched ever.
Yeah.
If you're not hooked by the end of the first episode, then I can't help you. I mean, it's just like it just draws you right in, especially right at the end there.
Hats off to HBO for being that consistently good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm opening up to whichever you want to go next.
I have a recommendation.
Okay.
I very recently, probably was it yesterday or
2 minutes ago.
2 minutes. I can't remember if it was yesterday or if it was like early Sunday. I think it was early Sunday.
Okay.
I finally beat The Witcher.
Oh, really?
yeah.
The first Witcher. I will tell you this. Because of translation, because CD Projekt Red is an independent studio, and there's certain elements of game design that are kind of codified now. This was made back in 2007. It's not always that easy to figure out where to go or what to do next for certain quests. You'll probably need a strategy guide to play The Witcher. But it features one of the best choice systems I've ever seen. It will hit you in the face with the consequences of your actions, and nothing's necessarily good or bad. There's not like a good ending or a bad ending. You'll accomplish what you set out to do. It's just that the choices you make inevitably have a consequence later on.
Okay.
And to make matters worse, if that doesn't set your OCD off, you can import your save file from Witcher 1 into Witcher 2, which I've just started playing. Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings.
Wait, what?
I didn't know you could do that.
You
That's
can
awesome.
you can import your save file, and from what I understand, you can import your save file from Witcher 2 into Witcher 3.
Nice.
Which I'm really eager to get to because everyone says Witcher 3 is like one of the best adventure games ever made.
I assume that unlocks options for you that might not be possible if you didn't.
Well, I haven't gotten
Or
far
just
enough
start
into
you on a path.
Yeah, like a different
Kinda.
path. Maybe.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten far enough into determine it yet. I do know that the items I went through rigorous side quests to get carry over into Witcher 2. So I start with
awesome.
the fucking like special Witcher's armor I
That's
went through the
cool.
side quest to get in Witcher 1 that you don't finish until like the end game.
Yeah.
I got the special sword that I got for taking the option where you don't kill a certain person and instead try to remove their curse. So if you don't know, The Witcher is the story of Geralt of Rivia, a professional witcher.
Geralto Rivera.
Oh, fuck.
Tom Brokaw.
Geralt of Rivia. The game takes place in the fictional fantasy land of Temeria. Witchers are professional monster slayers who have undergone various mutations and rigorous training in the art of the sword. Witchers carry a steel sword for humans and a silver sword for monsters. And it's super cool. There's a really in-depth potion crafting system. Really great story. Again, really great choice system. Some of the dialogue it has not aged well. It's a Polish game. A lot of it's translated from Polish, and the voice actors are not 100% great. But it's I don't know. It's dark fantasy. It presents, Geralt, of course, holds a very cynical view of the world, being a monster slayer and seeing just as many monsters in humanity as he does, vampires and zombies and things like that.
Okay.
So it presents a very cynical kind of world and a Geralt trying to find, something in humanity to hold on to. There's like elves and dwarves that are being persecuted, and so you gotta, as you go through, you gotta kind of decide, am I gonna help these people that are going extinct because of human, racism and prejudice?
No.
Or try and walk the straight and narrow and get in good with the powers that be. There's some pretty heavy choices, and not all of them are easy, and the consequences aren't obvious until maybe a chapter or two later in the game.
Okay, so it's not quite like sort of like play light or play dark. Like it's not exactly like that.
There is no light or dark. Yeah. It's just you make a choice, and that choice has consequences, and you really do kind of have to use your own personal judgment to kind of affect those choices.
What year did the original Witcher come out?
2007
Okay.
Was the original Witcher, and then Witcher 3 came out, I think, in 2016.
2016, yeah. 2016, 2015, something like that.
And I just started on the second Witcher, and so far, like the change in gameplay and the change in the quality of the dialogue and the writing has been dramatic.
Yeah.
I'm really digging it so far, and then I'm really eager to get to Witcher 3, which again, people say is like one of the best adventure games ever made.
Yeah.
I'm really eager to get to it, but I definitely recommend the first Witcher. It can be a little bit of a slog. Okay. You should play it when you have a lot of free time. Maybe have a strategy guide open in like another monitor or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. Beating it is definitely worth it. And the Witcher, the enhanced edition is on Steam. I don't know how much it is.
I was just going to ask you how much is it.
Yeah.
It's something you really got to play on PC. It's meant for mouse and keyboard. But it's on Steam. I'll look up the price while we move on to another recommendation.
Okay. Who wants it?
Whoop.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Very briefly here, I'm going to recommend. I'm going to recommend a documentary produced by the NHL, and it's actually Good Guy NHL. You don't have to buy a fucking network to watch this.
Really?
You can just watch it on their YouTube channel because that's where they uploaded it.
That's nice.
It's a documentary called Names on the Cup, and it's about an hour and 40 minutes long, and it's just what it sounds like. It's we're getting into hockey season. We are now
mere hours.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah, we're about to
Like what,
23 and a half, no, 22 and a half hours away.
The Witcher
this
Enhanced
point.
Edition Director's Cut on Steam is $10.
Hell yeah.
Doing it. No, but it's called Names on the Cup. The NHL uploaded it directly to their
You
YouTube
linked
channel.
this to us, didn't you?
I didn't link it to you. I just said I was watching it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's something I had heard about. They did air on the NHL network at one point, and then a couple weeks ago, and now they just uploaded the whole damn thing on their YouTube channel, which is really cool. It's narrated by Kiefer Sutherland, and just kind of like Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Just like the name implies, it's a bunch of stories about some of the more famous names that are on the Stanley Cup. So they have interviews with Bobby Orr.
including some of the misspelled names.
They did not mention that.
They don't mention any of the misspelled
They
names?
did. They did mention some of the places that the Cup's been and some of the things that have happened to it, which are pretty funny.
Left on the side of the road by
Left
the
on the
Ottawa
side of the road,
Senators. Pissed on by the New York Rangers.
A whole bowl of pasta was eaten out of the top.
Ice cream.
Yep,
Someone went swimming with it, didn't they?
they did. Steve Yzerman slept with it. Not like slept with it, but like
Iserman
Yeah, but-
also baptized his firstborn daughter in
he
it.
might have fucked it.
he might have. I would. Wouldn't you tell me you're not gonna? I would.
Couple of guys kept it in their basement for a while and carved their names into it.
Yeah.
Really?
That was a thing. They found it in their basement
Oh my god.
and carved their names into it with a nail.
But no, it's got all these great interviews from people who've won it. Iserman among them. Ray Bork.
Yes.
They have a whole section. They talk about, and they go era by era. So they start with like the Canadiens, Le Club du Hockey.
Yeah.
Then they go into the Leafs, and then they start talking about the Red Wings.
When
And
they won it for half a century straight.
yeah, right, exactly. But then they go into the Gordie Howe era, and then they start talking about the expansion teams, the big bad Bruins coming up in the 70s, and then the Flyers with their little streak that they had, and then
The Islanders.
the Islanders, right?
Gretzky era.
And then the Gretzky era with the Oilers, and it just they go through this whole progression. They do a whole section on Ray Bourque, hometown hero, still the greatest moment in hockey history. Still gets, they talk about Mario Lemieux, of course. But it's this great little analysis about the kind of the history of the Stanley Cup and what it means to the people who won it, and it very, very sadly what it means to the people who did not win it, who played their entire careers in the league and didn't. It is the hardest trophy in sports to win, they say.
Yeah, I fully believe that.
And I mean, it's a grind every year just to get to it. And there are most people who play in the league don't get to hold it.
Has Jumbo Joe ever held
he
it?
has
Jumbo
not.
Joe has not.
That's what
God, I want him to win.
I really want him to win.
God, I want him.
I didn't
Everybody in
think
Boston
so,
will be
but-
happy if he.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I didn't think so, but
he's just such a great
want-
guy.
I-
I want him.
I want him to do it.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer, regardless.
absolutely. But it's not the
you just
same.
have to have the cup.
It's not the same. And they're going to win it. The Sharks
really are.
The
I
Sharks
just-
are going to win it sometime in the next 5 years. I think.
Yeah.
They should.
I
With the
would-
team they have.
The way they've built the offseason, I wouldn't be surprised if it were this year. I really hope it is this year.
They play right
great.
after the Bruins and the Caps tomorrow. So.
Yeah. I think
we're playing
is it Vegas or is it Vegas they start off against? I think it may be Vegas.
the Pens and Caps play Thursday, so the Caps have a back-to-back. We're gonna
Kick the shit out of
yeah,
them.
we're gonna hit them when they're tired.
Bastards.
So that's good news.
Yeah.
Good news, everyone. But yeah, no.
I just broke Tom Wilson's jaw.
No, I very strongly recommend watching this documentary. It's very good. At times, it's very heartbreaking.
I've never seen a hockey documentary that wasn't great.
Yeah, right, exactly. They're all great.
They really are just all great.
Hockey of People's History is maybe the most complete documentary series I've ever seen.
So incredibly
So
good.
I'm kind of amazed that the baseball fandom and the hockey fandom don't cross over more, because like baseball fans and hockey fans have in common that we're always going on about like tradition and the history.
Yeah.
And the two things don't happen concurrently.
Yeah.
You know? You can be watching the World Series and then jump like right in the beginning of hockey season once it's done. And then like, you know, when the Stanley Cup playoffs are going on, like baseball season's just beginning. So
Kicking back off again. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like hockey fans and baseball fans would get along pretty great.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Two opposite times. You guys have the Ducks, incidentally.
We do.
You got to beat them because
That's right. Corey Perry, I think, still out.
Corey Perry's out. Getzlov has not been good for like 2 years.
No, he's been
Wait,
slumping.
Perry get injured in preseason?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh God.
I think it was
couple
practice
weeks.
maybe or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
some
like
kind of pull or something. I don't know.
between like 3 and 5
fuck,
weeks. They said,
yeah.
yeah.
I always feel bad when that happens. That's
too.
like
So
for
don't
anyone,
take
that's
Corey
terrible.
Perry
Yeah,
tonight.
right. I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm sure Yahoo will list if
Or
they're
Torrey
injured.
Krug. Torrey
It
Krug is
does.
hurt too. Torrey Krug's out for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I thought they were going to reevaluate him in 3 weeks. Bergeron should be back in the lineup. Though,
He is.
tomorrow.
He is going to be back in the
He's back in the
lineup.
lineup. Good.
Kissy lips.
Alec, do you have a recommendation?
I do. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to recommend Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah, it's probably,
Released today.
probably a good idea.
If it's like any of the other 3 Forza Horizon games, it's probably going to be fantastic.
Fucking incredible.
Perfect blend of simulation and arcade.
The Forza
driving.
games are crazy.
The Horizon games were perfect.
Yeah?
I love the Horizon games. Yeah, because they take less simulation, more arcadey look to it, and it's more. It's all open road stuff.
Okay.
I don't play enough racing games. I was into Dirt 3 for a while.
Yeah.
The dirt games were fun.
Yeah.
If you are going to get into a racing game, I would say the Forza Horizon series.
That's like the pinnacle right now.
It really is.
Is that that's a PlayStation exclusive or
No,
no,
it's
it's
Xbox.
Xbox exclusive? Okay. All right.
And it takes place in England this year, or like the whole. I think they got Wales and Scotland and all that shit.
Gran Turismo is the
That's
PlayStation.
PlayStation,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
used to be Project Gotham was the Xbox.
Yeah, it was.
Remember Project Gotham.
Project Gotham Racing was a hell of a lot of fun.
And they didn't use money; they used kudos.
Kudos. That's right. Yeah.
You earned it.
Yeah, you earned 45,000 kudos.
Cool. What's that in actual money?
But
Respect plus.
Horizon 4 takes place over in the England, Wales, Scotland, all that.
Okay.
It's
Brothers across the pond.
It's the first game that has all 4 seasons. So like it'll just blend from one season to the next.
Nice.
And they said it opens up different areas. They said like some parts, like during the winter, a lake will freeze over that you can drive across and access something that you normally couldn't, and
That's
other stuff like
cool.
that. 450 vehicles. And the first download pack they've announced is a James Bond pack.
Yes.
So and that has 11 Bond cars.
Nice.
That's
One of
11.
One of which is the Lotus Esprit, which I believe does convert to the boat that you can drive around on the water.
God, that was a Spy Who Loved Me.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
too
God.
cool.
Of course, they got the original DB5 in there.
Hell yeah.
Which game was it that had the Top Gear guys?
That was Forza
4? Was it 3 or 4?
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I say
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they're not. They're not part of this.
Warthog? Is there anything?
That was good when you could actually unlock the Warthog and drive it. No, you couldn't drive it in Forza.
With the Halo Warthog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in Forza Horizon 3, you could drive the Warthog. And it was that one took place in the Australian outback.
Yeah.
Or Australia, so you could drive in the outback with the fucking Warthog.
Did it at least handle better than it ever did in Halo? Because
Yeah, it handled
Jesus
pretty good.
Christ.
Yeah, it handled pretty good.
Driving the Warthog around in Halo was a slippery experience.
Oh, it was. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I could crush the Warthog driving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You get good at it
You're real
after
good
a
at
while,
it,
but
But it was sweet because you could put like 30-inch fucking rims on it and shit like that. I had mine all chromed out. It was sweet. Super fun. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get that later this week.
Yes.
It retails right now for $59.99 or
Not if you know me.
yeah, whatever Chris gets his price at.
Yeah. It's that Gamers Club Unlocked, son.
Yeah.
Automatic 20% discount.
Hell yeah.
Bam.
That's
Trying
pretty
to
fucking
play
You can't buy it anymore because Gamers Club is gone.
Oh,
They
okay.
don't sell Gamers Club, which is really sad.
But like, if you're a legacy customer, you
retroactive.
Yeah, I have it for like another year
can... Nice.
before it expires. So,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's, in the interest of moving on here, let's talk about what we learned. I did not learn very much.
I learned everyone is a part of traffic.
That's right, everyone.
We are all the traffic.
We're all traffic.
I wrote Putana de seatbelts.
I learned that Arby's actually does have the meats.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I learned that if you dig deep enough, anything can be a sandwich.
Anything.
I put down that I don't know what I meant by this. We learned a lot about each other. I forget what it
I
was.
think that went back to the Carrot Top sleeping in the hot dog hands.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly right.
Speaking of which, I wrote here. I learned that Carrot Top is like an unfuckable wombat. Implying there's a fuckable wombat.
He's
Most wombats are pretty fuckable.
I would fuck a wombat.
kind of like a goat demon, but with man legs.
The wombat was fucking asking for it.
That's also a ginger.
I learned I gotta get a tomahawk steak in my face.
Oh yeah, tomahawk ribeye, dude. It's just a really thick ribeye with a bone in it.
My God,
Get
like
that you could
tomahawked right in
throw
the
like
face.
a tomahawk.
yeah,
I learned we need more steaks.
seriously,
we do need
more
There's
steaks.
a serious steak shortage in my life.
I wrote that dumplings aren't pastries, but pastries are Pop Tarts, which, as we all know, is a soup, and my brain hurts.
I learned that a good deli is a religious experience.
It is, especially a good
yes.
Jewish deli. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
You mensch.
we gotta
It's an
go.
Italian Jew.
You know what I'm talking about, mensch?
What I just did there is an Italian Jew.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey.
what's the matter? You want some hummus?
it's a Sabbath over here.
Whoa, what are you doing? You don't turn on the oven. What's the matter with you?
I got challah bread in there. What are you doing? Yeah, no, we got to go to the Diamond Deli. That's another thing I learned.
Yeah.
I have to introduce you guys to the beauty of the Diamond Deli.
I learned that oatmeal's a pasta.
Pasta.
Oatmeal is a pasta.
Y'all took my thing and
give you
turned
that.
it around on me.
I'll give you that.
But
what we'll do.
I think the most important thing we learned is that smooth peanut butter. Clearly, the
No,
superior
fuck
peanut
off.
butter.
Get the fuck out of here.
Clearly, it's all right. You're allowed to be wrong.
I hate you.
I'm not going to get mad at you for being wrong.
No, you don't have to because
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, no, you
Wrote, that the Taco Bell logo looks like big ass goose nipples.
Totally does, man.
Well, especially when they overlay
really
one
does.
against the next. Man, now I know why I like Taco Bell so much.
Yeah. That suck those nipples.
Yeah.
I learned that food is just collectively a lie.
Yeah.
Everything we know about food is a lie.
I think you're right about that.
Once you enter the food matrix, you gotta free your mind.
I don't have another thing we learned. I just really want to share this. It was so fucking stupid. I thought about it today at work. It was like one of those, I was just working on my computer, thought about it, just started laughing.
Okay.
Completely unprovoked from the outside, so I don't know what people walking by were thinking. But if an Italian guy finds his identical somewhere out in the world, is it a Wappelganger? I don't know why I'm so fucking stupid.
That's good.
I just kept
That's
laughing
good.
at it.
That's solid, man.
I don't know why I jumped in there, and I couldn't get it out either.
You know,
That's one for our shower thoughts.
yeah, it really is. I really got to write Wappelganger down on my notes now.
Oh,
hey.
what's the matter with me?
Why are you so concerned about my ma?
My mom. I'm talking about my mom.
Oh my god.
I learned about the reconnaissance. I didn't know that
Yeah,
was
the reconnaissance.
The reconnaissance is a glorious homecoming of clearly the greatest actor of our time.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
So yeah, that's it. That's an episode. We got to wrap up here. We
Yep.
got to get ready for our draft. This was a good one.
I prefer bottles.
Personally, I prefer lager. Playing draft.
So Alec, thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Yes.
And next week we will be back with, or if we're doing it next week, I don't know what the.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it,
But
whatever.
our next
fucking
episode,
knows.
Chris is hosting.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that. Thank you for listening as always, and we will see you next time
Bye.
Fucking A.
on the Three Dudes Show.
Oh, I thought you were doing a Daily Show theme.
Wappelganger.
No, our theme.
Yeah.
This one.
My ears are sweating so fucking bad.
All right. Bye bye. See you next time.